Just a heads up. You can continue talking. I was just going to give you a heads up. And it is Lyoko, I guess, too. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I need to figure out a way to, like, make more, to see more of Discord chat on my streams. It's just unfortunate. I can't show too much of the chat. Oh,
He left after posting that. It's a really good joke, though.
take this seriously. Is it actually supposed to be
It's a really good meme.
Is it supposed to be a reference to something though?
I'm annoyed.
It's a meme. There was a meme going around where like some characters would be like, "Come on, you gotta take this seriously," and it cuts to a way more serious-looking version of the character. Live action version instead of cartoon.
I love it.
Design.
Yeah.
Like, not that seriously.
Yeah. No, I was saying, but unfortunately Discord cut me off. The comics are great because you can just lie about them and people will believe you. So
You didn't get anyone actually believing this, and it was real.
yes.
You did.
Yes. Yeah, I got a few people asking, "Is this real?"
What? No way!
Oh,
Come on,
did.
now they gotta be
I
on.
did.
Revolution.
That's crazy.
This would have wild implications about the tone of the comics if it were real.
Yeah. You remember that scene, the Code Lyoko comics, where Ulrich and Odd just turned into live-action versions of themselves for literally no reason? But, yeah, actually, let's see. Okay, everyone here is in the other server. What's it? No, I can't post that because those are Deltarune spoilers. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's okay. What's it? Memes that I haven't posted, which I'll post in the other server, are... Because there are a couple. Let's see. This one, because actually, shoot. This one, the one before actually did really well. To the point where I actually ran into this one in the wild, not being posted by me, and I'm like, oh, you know. It's weird to run into somebody else using your memes.
Yeah.
Let's see, what other ones have I just not posted publicly? Because I know there was one or two. Jeremy edit.
Man, I'm actually too bad we didn't watch these episodes.
I'm not posting this, but what's it? All I can say is frantic fanfic can get wild.
I'm sure.
So
yeah.
So because of that, this is an image I made because of from a frantic fanfic session. Let's see. Jerry Trainer is my favorite JoJo character. Let's see. No, I already did that one. No, I guess it's the one. I guess it's just the one. Hold on. Something I'm actually going to do. Actually, no, I'm not going to. We'll just deal. Hold on, what is this? Ah. Hmm.
Oh, Flowered. I forgot. I
Do you want
kind
me
of.
to?
Well,
Sorry.
yes, but also I kind of forgot about we didn't get the thumbnails today.
Oh, oh, I forgot too.
I think we have. Did we have a Dog Day
Nice.
Afternoon though? Did we at least have that one? I think.
No, I think I was pointedly refusing to move forward. So let
You
me.
were what?
Because you were insisting I should have
Oh,
three, and we're like, we're
oh,
not getting to three.
yeah, yeah. I just like, yeah, I know, I know,
Yeah.
I know. It's like unlikely. I just, you never know. I guess we can always cook one up if we have to, but it's just.
I mean, I'm doing that right now. Yeah, because the last one I was bragging rights, which means I gotta. I totally forgot. You should, someone should have.
I know.
I was brain dead today, though.
Yeah, I
so-
know. I was busy
Yeah.
setting up my stream, and I just didn't think of it, and then.
I
was
normally
like-
think of it, but I'm not
I know,
100%
I know.
today,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not a problem. I just was like,
Yeah.
I was just like, now it comes back to me. I'm like, damn.
Here,
And we didn't watch, and I also thought we were gonna watch some Lyoko, but I also forgot about that too.
Imagine watching
Shut up, you
Code
bitch!
Lyoko.
Shut up. I was waiting. I was gonna cut you off as soon as you started talking.
Imagine. Yeah, no, I agree with Wazy. Imagine watching.
Oh, you
Lyoko.
definitely no, you definitely need to watch Lyoko.
Oh, because I'm skimming through Dog Day Afternoon now. I forgot this is the one where Sissy decides to stalk Clone William for a little bit.
Yeah.
You just gotta do the screenshot of Auric and Ileta going, no, no.
Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
could do that. I was looking for the one where they sick Kiwi on the
Oh, the scanner.
the biker guys.
Oh, okay. That's a good
I
one
was
too.
thinking, what's it, William, like Odd versus William, with like where he's like barking at him, and they're like, God.
Oh my God! Wait, no, wait a minute. This is. I gotta
How's this one?
find it.
Hold on.
Live voice chat.
He's got rabies.
I gotta find. Oh shoot! I don't want to show this chat in stream. Fuck, hold on. That was a bad accident. Okay, let's see here. It's not too
Oh
far
no, the
up, is
Discord
it?
server DMs.
No. It's gotta be up here, not too far. Oh my God.
What?
No,
The sissy stalking of this episode is absolutely fucking hilarious.
I don't remember it. Sad face.
Can't believe it.
Yes, 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 yes. This has to be the one.
What?
What?
Is this correct?
Oh, I guess.
Am I correct?
Oh wait,
Nar.
hold on. Let's
Nar.
see.
Nar.
No, it's not this
Nar.
episode.
Is
It's
it
not
really?
this
Oh, I
episode.
thought
Wish
he.
it was.
I thought.
It's
I
not.
thought. I thought.
It's
He
not.
runs like a
No,
dog
no,
and he
no.
just hit and just like yeets.
No, because he's on the overboard, and it's not. It's not this episode.
Oh, okay, but he does something like that to William, where he's like,
Yes, that's the one I was recommending. Also, Flower, that is a good screenshot. Sorry for ignoring you, but what's
Barking
Yeah,
it?
it's a good one.
at
You just got
screenshot,
to
fading
Yeah,
I'm putting
make
in the
sh-
number right
on the
now. I just
left.
gotta.
You can put it on the
yeah.
left
I'm
corner.
doing it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just want to make sure. Doesn't
I
always have to
can't put in
be.
the leftmost
Uh-huh.
corner because it will get cut off. But
Well, yeah, I guess just not
Uh-huh.
on Kiwi then, if you could.
yeah, I already have it off Kiwi. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here you go. Boom.
Perfect.
And we're definitely getting to a lack of goodwill, so I'm gonna pull up that one as well.
Let's see.
Oh, I should do the thumbs up one.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
No,
this
no,
episode.
no,
Or in the all
no,
right.
no, that's not the one. That's not the one you should do. That's not the one
All
you
right,
should do.
which one? Which
Oh,
one?
give me a sec. Give me a sec. I need to find it. Stupid do.
Also, I think this is the only episode we see William's room in.
I
can't think of another
don't
episode
know.
where you see
I
it.
want to say Down to Earth, but I'm not sure.
No, not Down to Earth.
What the heck happened?
Here's the one you should use. Hold on.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Let me find it.
It's just such a funny screenshot. I'm sorry.
It is my favorite moment too.
It's just like, bro, are you serious?
His Jerry's little smile, like yeah.
I mean, sure, I guess. You know. No. Hold on. Did you tweet about the episode yet or no?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Guess I gotta go to your Twitter page.
Dude, where the fuck happened to my? That's crazy.
Oh, I have
no,
a
that's not it.
shot of both Jeremy and William looking at the camera.
What you got?
Here. It's that same scene. They're like, hey, we were in the middle of something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not that deep.
Do
That's-
you
that's
mind?
Sorry?
Do you mind?
No, he's
No,
just quote- or
that.
captioning.
Do you mind?
Yeah. Elevator opens up.
Yeah.
Give me your lunch money, punk. Welcome, Jam Man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joel.
Perfect
Hello.
timing.
What do you mean?
We're about to start our stream, our tier stream.
Oh, you didn't start it yet?
Well,
Okay.
We're streaming, but we're about to
Wait,
start.
what?
We're gonna discuss it here soon.
Mhm.
First one is a dog day
Alright.
afternoon. All right, perfect. I appreciate the file names.
Alright, I did that kind of fast, but there you go. You got your thumbnails.
Perfect.
Mm.
All right, and we should be good. Let me just scroll this on screen. All right, Flower, you can do the thing.
Right.
Huh?
Put your names in the thing.
Oh.
Do I want to press this?
Oh my god. The scene.
Do y'all want me to keep the old like rankings pinned? Because I've been.
I would probably clear it so you can have room for more relevant pens.
Yeah. I just want to make sure because I know that y'all like sometimes
Yeah.
like to go back and see rankings, but I guess you can search.
You can, yeah, but Discord has searching. So.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because I have been deleting them, so it's just that last time we were looking for
Yeah.
certain ones. Okay, I think that's almost all of them. Okay.
I have them randomized and just typing up the list now.
No probs. Oh man, Brandon, I just saw your message on the stream, but yeah, that was the last stream we did, wasn't it? Like literally the last stream.
Was it the last one?
Bragging? Was it? Oh wait. Oh no, that wasn't. Yeah,
Not
that was
bragging rights.
replica.
That's
my bad.
replica.
Yeah. Oh, just look at me getting those two mixed up.
So like 2 streams ago?
Yeah, I think so. Except that stream from 2 streams ago was like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that long, but maybe 5.
There we go.
And Momo just missed a lot of stuff earlier. I
Yep.
don't even think Momo read the chat because we would have gotten a reaction. If he's listening right now, then you better scroll up a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
God.
All right. So Wazy's gonna do the summaries today since Flower has been doing a lot of. She's a little drained today. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
feel yes.
Yeah.
So Wazy, go ahead and take it away, and then and then Flower will be the first one to
Yep.
share.
This is a little awkward because I don't actually watch Code Lyoko. So instead I'm going to be doing a description of Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days. That's like kind of similar to this, isn't it?
I kicked him out. He's taking it some time. I wonder if he's still going. I wonder if he's still. I can't just imagine him still going on, and this is a stupid joke. Oh my god. I hope it wasn't one of those instances where Discord decides to fuck his internet after it. Because that happens, rarely happens sometimes. Yep. Okay, welcome back.
Or did you kick me?
I disconnected you. I don't know why it took you so long to come back, though.
Okay. No, because I've been. Oh god.
Yeah, I did. No, before as like 5 seconds went by, I'm like, I think Wazy's still like going on with this stupid joke.
No, I actually then transitioned into the episode.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's pretty funny. I'm sorry,
Oh
but
my God,
how did you not hear the? I guess Discord doesn't always let you know when you got.
Yeah, Discord
Doo-doo.
did notify me. So
That's
what's
funny.
it?
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I had to disconnect you after that though.
Oh my God.
Oh my
So anyway,
cheeks.
Diary of a Wicked Dog Days.
Shut up.
Dog Day Afternoon opens with the Lyoko gang. The Lyoko gang, they're running track. They're doing the school things, and people begin to notice that the William clone acting a little peculiar, acting a little stupid, and Sissy's just like, you know what? What's wrong with you, William? You've been acting crazy for months, you know. And Yumi comes in with a quick save, being like, well, of course he's been acting crazy. He's in love. Because me and William, we made it official. Isn't this great? It's so great. William and I are together. And Sissy doesn't buy that for one bit. And that leads into basically the B plot of the episode of Sissy just stalking William and Yumi around, the William clone and Yumi around town as they try to act like they're on a date. It's a whole lot of fun. Meantime, on the other end of the episode, Jeremy is beginning to work on some programs for the supercomputer. And in that conversation, Odd is like, you know what would be great? What would be fantastic? If Kiwi were to join us on Lyoko. I mean, he would be an excellent combat dog. He'd be able to sniff out William on the web. It's perfect. And everyone's like, that's a terrible idea, Odd. Why would you suggest something like that? Why are you so stupid? You're worse than the William clone. Like, actually moronic. Actually moronic. Why would he do that? So later in this episode, oh yeah, this isn't, I guess this, a lack of goodwill is not the only episode with William in it, because Sissy goes to William's room to talk to him. And to try and talk to him to see what's up, and Yumi is like, oh my god, William, my darling, it's so nice to see you, and basically keeping up the love bit. It's a whole thing. We then return to the gang doing their programming stuff on Lyoko. Jeremy decided that Odd and Aelita would go, Odd would join him, and Odd decides to smuggle Kiwi into the factory. And he decides to have the brilliant idea, the absolute genius, the remarkable play by Odd De La Robia to sneak Kiwi into the scanner and virtualize with both himself and Kiwi on Lyoko. And earlier we were talking about the Code Lyoko comics, so if you've read the Code Lyoko comics, you know that this is a brilliant idea. Luckily, Odd does not arrive on Lyoko with his head the face of a dog, so we can thankfully be grateful for that. But when he arrives on Lyoko, he tells Aelita, oh, get ready for a big surprise, princess. And they're waiting for Kiwi to virtualize, but he doesn't show up. And they're very confused, but it is what it is. Aelita does the thing, they get data, and then as Aelita's doing all of that, Odd is on Lyoko, but things are weird. He's not as balanced and not as good at things as he used to be. He's fallen off the overboard. He's doing all sorts of stuff. It's weird, but Aelita gets the stuff that she needs, and they're able to go off Lyoko. Odd is concerned. Very concerned as to what is going on, but I'm sure it's fine. Sure, there's absolutely nothing going on. Moving on, the gang returns back to the school, and we have a bit where Jim is looking for, I believe it's his missing wristwatch, and Odd, with the gang coming back, Odd is just like, oh, no problem, I can find your wristwatch. So he does something a little funky, a little weird. he's sniffing around and digs up Jim's wristwatch and hands it back to him. It's just like, oh, here you go, Jim, I found it. And everyone's like, that's a little weird, but whatever. They return to Jeremy's room to discuss the things that happened on Lyoko, and Odd is acting weird. He's sniffing people. He's running around on all fours. It's crazy, and we get a moment where Odd, incredibly concerned for himself, decides to unzip his pants in front of the gang in front of Aelita. How could he do something like that? And he reveals to them that he believes that he's growing a tail. He's having a bit of a dog day afternoon, if you will. God. Roll credits. But no. So the gang finally realizes that, Odd, why would you virtualize yourself with the dog? Why would you do something so stupid? So we have to go back to Lyoko and fix this, because it looks like your DNA is merging with that of Kiwi. That's really weird. Why would you do something like that? Anyways, we gotta go to the factory. We gotta fix it. We gotta make it so that the two of you are able to split apart, be yourselves and not be Dogman for the rest of your lives, because as if Xana was as much of an issue as it is, now we got to deal with Dogman. I would rather not deal with Dogman. So they go to the factory to try and fix it. And unfortunately, when they arrive, they find that a biker gang has just been chilling around at the factory. They cracked open a few cold ones. They're just vibing, having a good time. And it's just like, yeah, no, this is our factory. Get out. But the gang's like, we're not going anywhere. You know? Why would we do that, you snot-nosed brats? Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, and as all of this is going on, Yumi and William are still doing the whole "we are so in love" thing. And Sissy will not leave them alone. So with the biker gang, Dogman comes to the rescue, and he dives at them, barking at them, and they're just like, what the heck is this? We gotta get out of here. I think the kid's got rabies. Actual line from the show. That's not me ad-libbing. So they're like, yeah, we're out of here.
He's turned into a furry.
Yeah, exactly. This is literally, I mean, to be fair, Odd is always a furry, but in this episode, he's even more of a furry.
He's turning into the bust level of furry.
Exactly. He's attaining a level of furry that a lot of furries could only dream of. Oh my god. But getting on with that, the gang send Odd to Lyoko, and Jeremy is like de-splicing Odd and Kiwi's DNA or whatever. And in the meantime, Xana decides to launch an attack. So Jeremy sends Ulrich and Aelita to Lyoko to take care of said attack. And he calls Yumi. Yumi is like, hey, Sissy is still tailing me. What should we do? And he's just like, oh, I'll take care of that. So he uses the fake call program that he has to mimic Delmas's voice and be like, Sissy dear, you should be studying in your room. What are you doing out here at this hour? All that jazz. So she leaves. She's finally done stalking William. Yumi, relieved that she doesn't have to pretend to be in love with William anymore, as opposed to episodes where she is actually in love with William, is like, well, see ya, you know the way back. And honestly, does the William clone know the way back? I'm not entirely sure.
I have faith. Of all the things I lack in the William clone, faith for him to navigate his way home is not one of them.
I mean, he's a little. We can hope. We can hope. I mean, we don't. Do we see the William clone for the rest of the episode?
He got a little lost.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean,
let's.
Jeremy can always despawn him and then respawn him in the factory.
That's so funny. It's just like, wait, the William clone didn't come back. Where is he? What is he doing in Germany? Okay, despawn, respawn.
He just walks onto a train and just rode.
He wanted to visit Ulrich's dad, so
He was in the middle of a conversation with Mr. Stern because he's like, "What? What are you doing here?" And then he just
one of your
disappears in
sons.
front of his eyes.
Yeah. I must be losing my marbles. See, it is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Oh,
God.
but no. Getting back to it, yeah, no. Ulrich fights on Lyoko and he gets blasted. It's over. It's not good. It's not good. Meanwhile, Yumi arrives at the factory, unsure of what's going on. We haven't seen what the attack is yet, and unfortunately, the same bikers from earlier are possessed. So it's a fun time. Yumi's running around the factory trying to dodge these guys, and it's like the usual pick on Yumi shenanigans. You know how it is. You know how it goes. And what's it? Odd, both because of his odd-like loyalty and because of his dog-like loyalty, is like, I can't leave Aelita to fend for herself against William. Yeah, William is here now. Not the clone, the actual William, the possessed one. He's here now. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw you into the digital sea like I do every single week. So
Get in there.
odd loyalty.
I'm on in, baby
Yeah,
girl.
exactly. Exactly. What? What? God, no. So, odd-like loyalty and dog-like loyalty makes it so that that Odd goes to confront William by himself, even though the code isn't finished, even though Jeremy isn't finished de-splicing the code between him and the dog man. Sorry, him and the dog. He's him and the dog, and if he gets to virtualize, we have no idea what would happen, but loyalty. Dog loyalty. He needs to go and save Aelita. And in a moment, and you get him navigating, him and Kiwi, and by him and Kiwi, I mean just him navigating Lyoko as a dog. Can't use laser arrows because, well, Kiwi doesn't really know how, because all he knows how to do is use the paws for running, not for shooting. So that's fun. But what's it? Odd manages to make it to save Aelita and get William, and in a moment of truth, even though he's standing against William, he dives for the guy, same way as he did the bikers, barking and yelping, and Jeremy's like, no, Odd, you can't, but he goes for it, and he gets devirtualized. We don't know if the program has split him and Kiwi. He might be gone for good. Scary stuff. Being electrocuted by bikers. Her and Ulrich have a moment, and thankfully, Odd and Kiwi are able to be separated. No more Dogman. Love to see that. You know what? I made the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days thing, but I realized the Captain Underpants writer has like that Dogman book. I could have been making that joke. Oh well. I've been watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid videos this week, so there's that. But analysis and stuff on that. But getting back to it, Odd and Kiwi are separated, and they don't do a return to the past. So they're like, oh yeah, we got to deal with the bikers, and what's it? So they do a thing where they basically, I think they put like foam or toothpaste or whatever in Kiwi's mouth, and so he's growling at them, and it's like, oh shit, I think that thing has rabies. And so they're like, let's get out of here. Just like before. Maybe it was a return to the past. Like, this is a reused scene, like Code Lyoko. So, but yeah. We don't see the William clone again, but at the end of the episode, Yumi's like, no, you're the reason that. Sissy comes up to Yumi being like, I know that you're the reason that William has lost his marbles. And it's like, yeah, you're right. You know, we just broke up. It's really sad. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, just a little nuts for even longer, And Sissy can't believe it. But it is what it is. And they're able to resolve all their conflicts within a nice and neat 22-minute time frame. And that is the episode Dog Day Afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you summarize that again?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. You see, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days is a movie. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that's Dog Day Afternoon. Adding what's
I
a
thank you for that.
yeah.
I'm glad that
Mhm.
wasn't me today. But it's okay. It's one of those other things, but it's okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Avery, you did a great job. That's what I mean to say. Sorry.
Thank you. No, it's okay. Uh, You're more straightforward and to the point, so I just wanted to, you know what, we're doing this my style, since I'm doing that.
You're gonna have fun when we
Yeah.
get to the next episode, but in the meantime,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, go on.
since I'm first, and that recap helps me a lot. I actually didn't get to rewatch these episodes today. I had forgotten this was the one with the subplot with like Sissy stalking Yumi and Clone William around town.
Nice foreshadow.
Mhm.
No, that's it's a very funny subplot. It makes sense. Sissy's super nosy. She saw to the warriors, and now she finally has like concrete evidence they're up to something like that could be damaging. Oh, honey, if only you knew. But no, what was it? This is just a fun episode. Other than that weird bit where Odds like I think I'm growing a tail, which is infamous. It's not quite as infamous as like the Yumi and the Vine scene, but it's
Oh
up
gosh.
Oh yeah, the rise by this
Weird-
guy's fetish.
Mm.
Let's see. I think it's really oh yeah, that's right. I took the screenshot earlier. I was waiting for the reveal, but it's been revealed. So for those of you who don't know, this is the one other time Lyoko Warrior got into a scanner shared with another animal.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, I mentioned that for those of you who have read the comics.
And of course it's Yumi. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
All four of you.
Yep. All four of you who have read the Code Lyoko comics.
Yeah, the caption for this should be, "You will read the comics. You will
Oh my
read
God.
Koyoko Chronicles."
It's
No.
funny because the
You will
comics are
read.
just kind of they don't really add anything to the CL canon. They just kind of exist. It's not like Chronicles or Evolution where they both continue past and they're like full stories. The comics are just like extra little side adventures that the warriors get up to. I think there's one that might be post Code Lyoko. But
Yes.
even then it's kinda non-consequential. Like, and they're also weird. The continuity's a little funky with canon because there's like I think this comic specifically has Odd and Ulrich being stuck having to do an extra project for extra credit because they were struggling, and Odd makes a comment like, "Oh, if my grades keep being bad, my mom's gonna kill me," which is not canon. It doesn't align with canon, but it's fine.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time a piece of Code Lyoko media that wasn't the original show implied that Odd's parents are really strict and care about his grades, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, I think Chronicles touched on that a little too.
Oh, 3 nickels then. Because I was thinking about.
Oh, I think there is a moment. I don't
Yeah,
know for
there
sure.
isn't a. No, there is a moment in Evolution. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Because I was referencing Evolution. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3 nickels.
3 nickels.
But go
I
on.
don't know. I'm not confident Odd's grades are ever brought up by his parents in Chronicles. Maybe. I'd have to reread it.
Fair.
So it's 2-3. But, okay, that was my sidetrack. Yeah, I do think, but we do have canon confirmation of why bringing two people into a scanner is a really bad idea. Oh man, the horrors of like, what if it was two people instead of just on his dog?
Oh gosh.
Gem
If
style
you
fusion, anyone? I'm kidding. That'd be pretty
Oh my
controversial.
God.
So no,
It would.
there is actually a bit of, you know what? There's a bit of that horror element of Odd just slowly becoming more and more dog-like. I think he describes it at
Do
one
you
point as like an itch that it's like an itch he has a hard time scratching, or like a cough or something. I forget exactly how he describes it. I'm just like, man, I don't know if he's actually growing a tail, but
that
it
that was
was.
the question I was gonna ask.
I don't know. Is he actually?
he's turned into a furry.
The transformation was like physical, was mostly mental, not physical. But and I mean, I get it. Like, I don't want to have to draw a whole model of in between, like dog man, but
Dog man.
then you have to do a 3D model for Dogman. I kind of get why they didn't want to commit. They just had him act like animate him as a dog, but not quite commit. It's fine.
What Goosebumps book is this?
That's what I said.
No,
That's
I got
kind
it.
of a horror story.
No, I got it. Give me a sec.
I know it was on
Oh.
something.
Oh, there's an actual Goosebumps.
Yeah, I forgot the name, but there's like this Goosebumps book where some guy actually turns into a dog and his family slowly forgets about him.
Oh man.
Oh, God, that's
Like
crazy.
two
actually.
Xana attacks combined into one. No, a little bit off topic.
Oh,
Like every
everyone's a good
Goosebumps book is a Xana attack. I swear, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Xana attacks are basically horror stories. Goosebumps
Yeah,
are
I
horror
hate
stories for
Sword.
kids. So, like, yes, actually,
Well, Kellyoke is not for kids. It's not for anyone, actually. I'm kidding.
wow.
Yeah,
That's how we
exactly.
do
No,
it.
no,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
correct.
I'm sure.
You're
Am I?
correct.
Am I Wesley?
Am I woozy?
Yeah. You're correct. Code Lyoko isn't for anyone.
Okay, but no, I think that's I have a lot, but it's also mostly played for jokes. Like the whole bit, like I'd freaks out a little bit, but everyone's just like, dude, stop. Except he can't because he's got dog brain starting to override his instincts. Sorry, I'm a little discombobulated today. I'm trying to
okay.
figure out how I feel about this episode. I like it a
That's
lot.
true.
I'm trying to remember the highlights. I appreciate having. They also have like a sort of what if someone else wanted to use the factory plot, because actually it's funny, the comics also did this. There was a whole comic like subplot where like the factory was going to be torn down by a construction team and the Warriors were doing things to stop them, and they had to resolve it eventually by Jeremy being like, oh, see, here's a seagull nest. This is like actually a protected nature preserve for an endangered seagull species, so you can't take it down. You'll further endanger these species, and I guess that resolves that plot. But no, we
That should
have
have happened in real life.
it does. It's probably where the writers got the idea for that. Because I do see that come up in various fanfics and people talking about CL. It's just like, why isn't it's weird that an abandoned factory is just sitting there to rot for like as long as it has.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Denmark. That's why they've
He said the thing. He
taken
said
it
the
down.
thing.
And I've seen people point out in the background, you can see like graffiti, and like in the Hermitage, you see there's like evidence of squatters having lived there in the past. So like the idea of someone else other than the Warriors might want to use the factory, even though it's not quite legal. It's like, yeah, a banker gang. Banker gang wants to use it to practice their sick tricks, and the Warriors are like, no, it's our factory, and they're like, you're just children. What do you? It's not your factory.
Sick tricks, by the way. Yes,
Sick
for
trick.
real.
Sure.
That
And
sounds
they
awesome.
would
Silly
have gotten away
bikers.
with it if
Tricks
it
are for
weren't for
kids.
those meddling kids and their dumb dog.
Wow, two references at the same exact time. Two different
Yeah.
references.
You're that's my gimmick. You can't do that.
Too bad.
Damn, you're right. Sorry. I mean, Code Lyoko bad. My bad. I forgot I can only make one joke. Actually, no, you stole my joke earlier, so I can steal yours.
Yes. I'd forgotten about this, but I appreciate Odd running to go help Lita, despite like the risk to himself. I mean, that is really risky. But also, if Aelita gets to virtualize, then the tower's active for a while, and that's bad. So. Oh yeah, and the Xanafied biker gangs. Well, I'd say they were neat, but like, again, Xana's possessed groups of people before in the past. It's kind of becoming old hat at this point, but I mean, it's fine. I guess that's a fair point, Kat.
Yeah.
Because like there could be a number of reasons why the building, like the plot of land, hasn't been bought and like repurposed. Because like,
It's fine.
because like you have to either you're going to just reuse what's there, or you're going to tear it all down and rebuild, and both are kind of expensive. Because either you're going to reuse it,
Yeah.
it's probably in disrepair, probably not safe to be in. Yeah, the factory's probably not a safe place to be in. I don't think it holds up to building code anymore. It's probably it could collapse at any moment, and the warriors just keep going. Don't worry about it.
That's Leslie's wine. You can't use that. It's gimmick infringement.
Oh god.
Besides, honestly, that'd be kind of sick though. Like, imagine like the elevator, like some Twilight Zone Tower of Terror shit going on, right? That'd be sick.
I mean,
One
that'd be
episode, come on.
horrifying. The cable just snaps one day, and it just goes hitting.
Damn.
All right, yeah. Do I have anything else to say about this episode? Oh, there's also just the fun tidbit that Kiwi's just immune to the Return to the Past now. I guess that's probably how that works. Not that it matters, because
Probably.
he's literally a dog, but he's gonna remember. And it's also so close to like the end of the show anyway. So. All right.
Huey must be happy about that. He's like, finally.
I think I talked about all the highlights I can remember. This is a fun episode. Like, I want to say as a standalone, it's a standalone episode, but it's one of the stronger standalones, especially for season 4. I'm thinking
Really?
this is a solid A. Yeah, it's fun.
What do you mean,
You
bro?
got
Oh,
the
I can't wait to hear this.
Existential horror. Yeah, an existential horror is fun, guys. That's why we're here. Lyoko isn't
Damn.
Lyoko without existential horror.
It's true.
Oh, you do make a
Yeah.
point.
All right.
Not a good point, but
I'm
you do make
tired.
a point
I'm
anyways.
done. Cat's next.
Alright, I'm next. Let's see. Alright. I got a lot to say. Well, I mentioned that in my notes that this was like a really bizarre episode for me, with like Odd trying to snuggle Kiwi and he fuses and acts like a dog. And I mentioned that the scenes where Odd started acting like a dog was funny in its own weird way, and I liked the scene where like Odd jumped on the bikers and Jeremy's like, "Be careful, he'll bite ya." and even though as much as I joke about it, I wasn't sure about that one scene, because like on one hand it was kind of funny seeing Odd do something out of pocket, but on the other hand they kind of crossed the line that probably shouldn't have been crossed. And I forgot about like that that one scene where like where Sissy stalks fake William, and let's see what else. They talk, like I mentioned that I liked a little about what happens when more than one living being in the same scanner gets transported to Lyoko. Though a few thoughts do raise questions like what happens to the other living beings conscious? Are they no longer awake? Do they take control of some parts of the body? And does one and does the one who managed to make it into Lyoko safely adopts the same personality? And I also mentioned that it was nice seeing Yumi being able to properly fight off a Xan attack without needing someone to come and rescue her, even if it was for a short moment. And oh yeah, I noticed that the dog puns were in quick succession, and they were getting like irritating. The more it happened, the more they continued, the more irritating it became. Like I don't mind puns for the most part, but when it gets like in quick succession, that's when it's like a grown word like that. But I think that's all. Yeah, that's all my notes. I'd give this an A. It was bizarre, but it was really fun. That's all I have to
Alrighty.
say about it.
Is it Colton's turn now?
It's J-Man's turn.
No.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
All right, J-Man, take it
I'm not
away.
eating anymore, but still, yeah.
Jaman.
Don't ever say that.
Goodbye,
again.
J Man. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Jaman.
brother. Anyway,
Go.
just want to make sure testing's my voice okay. You know,
Sounds
hearing
good.
that
Yeah.
crispy 4K voice. Yeah, okay. When it comes to this episode, it's one of the weirder ones for me. It's exactly what Kat said. It's like it's a really bizarre concept. It was like, yeah, we're just gonna have Odd like half human, half dog, and it's like, all right. It's really just like one of the weirder ones for me, because at one side, I'm just like, all right, I understand that Odd, he's not one of the smarter characters in the series, but I didn't think he was stupid either. It's like, there's a reason. I'm like, I don't know why this character, why this guy didn't think that, hey, there's a reason why you never see two people going into one scanner at the same time. That will possibly lead to something not good. And I don't know what Odd was really thinking there, or what he expected to happen, thinking that he was just going to virtualize with Kiwi right beside him. It's like, I don't know, man, what he was thinking there, but the best parts about this episodes, honestly, were all the Lyoko scenes. Again, I'm indifferent to this whole, like, Odd and, like, Kiwi dog sort of thing. I'm just indifferent to it. It's just like, alright, it's this show being weird now. But, like, no, all the Lyoko scenes from, like, Ulrich and Aelita versus William and such like that, the fact that, well, one thing actually, well, I'll say this though. The one thing I did find was really, really cool was that when Jeremy was explaining to Odd that Ulrich's virtualized, and what was it? Aelita was like fighting alone, fighting William alone by herself on Lyoko, and it's like Odd didn't even waste any time. He just started like going to the way tower to like get himself over to Aelita to help her out without any sort of concern about like his own situation and such. And I thought that was really cool of his character. He's really brave, regardless of what happens to him. He always cares about the well-being of others. It's like that's the Odd that I know. But outside of that, I'm also starting to think about the whole idea of the biker gangs like being a part of hanging out at the factory and such. It started making me wonder, why is it that there isn't a lot more like I know we had like way back in season 1 where you had the movie people or the movie studio like filming at the factory, but it's kind of crazy how no one else really has ever like, I'm talking about within like the outer, like, let's say scope of like this world and such. You don't really see other people going to the factory that much. I know it's supposed to be abandoned, but it's not as if it's like some sort of like closed off like area where no one will be able to find it. It's like, no, it's like it's in front of the streets. So I'm surprised that it's only taken now for other people outside of the Lyoko Warriors, outside of like anybody from Caddick, to start like hanging out at the factory. But it is what it is. But this episode was okay. Like it was a fun one in some sense, but also just another okay, Odd. He's lacking some IQ points again. But then again, he did something cool on this later episode, and and more William action is always a good thing. So I'd say this one's pretty much a B for me. Well, don't say anything all at once.
All right. I can
I'm multitasking.
agree with that.
Don't look at me.
I'm also multitasking, fixing the stream up a bit so we can see more of Discord chat. I'm sure y'all noticed that. Oh, well. It's not like we have a lot of people anyways.
Oh yeah, so this is another, I guess, take on Yumi episode, because always like the biker gangs like chasing her in the factory. But I did think that was cool though. It's like her running. No, so yeah, I'm thinking it's like, I know she just does like gymnastics and such, but the way she was like hopping on like the motor dudes' heads and such like that, doing all this like this parkour like within like some of the other like sectors of the factories and such. I just thought that was pretty cool. It's like Yumi, like she's athletic as hell. And
I'm gonna be straight. The jump where she goes off the dude's head to the upper level is straight up superhuman. A person could not do that.
And again, it's like Yumi like ripping out like
cartoon.
Stars in the railroad confirmed.
Wait, what?
I think it's like kind of consistent though, because like you remember the episode where Odd was like trapped under like the sewer grate and such, and he was about to drown. It's like Yumi out of pure adrenaline just ripped off the grate.
She's
like, that was one of
She's not human.
I think it's just Yumi, because she's the only one with these feet.
Yeah,
exactly. She was,
I
like,
wonder.
She caught up with an ambulance truck just on a bicycle.
Dude, that's so funny. That is so funny. Like I've noticed them, but not like put them all together.
Segment.
Yeah, like I didn't. Yeah. I had to note that. I was gonna say like I like how because Dumb Lyoko, I think it was either Dumb Lyoko or a bridge makes Yumi as an alien. Is freaking funny. I don't know if that's one of the reasons why they did it, but
Yumi's just built different. I don't know how to tell you.
and yet she's the one that gets dies first all the time.
Yep. This is the real reason Xana targets her.
Exactly.
And
I don't like it, but yeah.
What?
Xana's like, oh yeah, well, he's actually easier to kill than I thought.
Yeah. No. One day he's worried that one day she's just going to open her eyes and just vaporize the supercomputer. He's scared. Oh. Oh my god.
Alright, it's in my notes. Alright, so who's next?
Colton.
I'm next.
Alright, Colton. Have fun. Remember highlights. Your favorite moments. We don't want to summarize again.
Well, good for you because lucky you, I should say, because I don't have much to say about this episode. To be honest with you.
Alright.
Now it's saying for anyone who remembers, last tier stream was Labrat and bragging rights, and when it came to bragging rights, I had quite a bit to say about that episode. Not very good. It was I called it boring, and we all got there was some heat. That was the monster, but Dog Day Afternoon I think ramps it back up in the right direction. Even though I don't have much to say about this episode, I still think that it is one of the better episodes of season 4. I do agree with the fact of like, why would Odd carry Kiwi into the scanner at the same time? You know, I obviously when the first time that happened was when the prequel, when he was trying to catch Kiwi, and then boom, he got to Lyoko by accident.
He was trying to smuggle Kiwi onto Lyoko because he's like, Jeremy, let's take
No.
Kiwi to Lyoko. Right? Wait,
yes. Sorry. I thought you were talking about Xana Awakens. Go on.
No, I'm talking about this episode.
Yeah.
He was trying to smuggle because he's like, let's put Kiwi on Lyoko, and Jeremy's like, no, I'm not doing that. Odd's like, I'll show you. You think you're so smart. I'll do it, and then Kiwi's gonna be on Lyoko. It's gonna be super cool, and then I'll prove Einstein wrong. And instead of bringing Kiwi to Lyoko, he effectively fused himself with Kiwi. I honestly think Jeremy should have just done it just to see what would happen.
I was going to say, like, what he should have done was he should have used like a different animal instead, like maybe I don't know, a rat or whatever the heck,
He
just for the
wanted
hell of it.
Kiwi, like specifically because that's his diggity dog.
That's
Exactly.
Okay, okay, but we don't know what happens if an animal goes to Lyoko, so therefore let's test it out on a different animal
I guess
first.
that
during
would make
PUBG.
sense for Jeremy to be like, fine, let's test a rat and just see what happens. And if the rat dies, then be glad that wasn't Kiwi.
Yeah, exactly. So I think cooler heads could have prevailed here. I do find, like I said, Goosebumps plot pretty much with Odd and Kiwi kind of merging together. Reminds me of something for I don't know. I feel like as if that these wacky plots don't. Never mind. Now there's always wacky plots in Koyoko. Obviously, every season you get something crazy. That's why the show's so darn good.
You almost said it.
Yeah, I almost said it, but oh well. Okay, to the biker gang. I do agree with J-Man is that like it does feel weird. Like I never even noticed, to be honest with you, until now that like yeah, obviously you had the what was the movie director's name? That dude, like you know the Alien
James
spinoff.
Vincent.
Yeah, the Alien spinoff,
Mm-hmm.
and then like
no,
that was
his film is completely original, like no other that has been made before.
wait, hold on, isn't that a joke in the episode?
To be fair to
Yes, it is.
To be fair to
thank
the
you.
Code
That's
Lyoko
awesome.
universe, technically speaking, his film idea is unique, but we do have the issue of that, like, he is making, like, a sequel slash same concept to a film he made earlier. Like, that's the real joke there.
Fair.
He's copying himself.
I think the joke is that it's just Alien.
And even Ulrich was like, "Oh, this reminds me of something from a movie I saw once."
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then he's like, "This is the original. This is
Yeah.
original masterpiece. It's nothing like anything that's been made before." He got real mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to my point is that it seems like as if that yeah, a lot of people don't seem to be using the factory. Now, for the life of me, I don't know why the biker gang decided. All right, let's I'm sorry. I'm trying to contemplate a good reason as to why the biker gang needs the factory. I know, I know Stick Tricks is the meme, but like for real, like why on earth?
To hang out in.
Probably.
It's not that they
yeah.
need the factory. They just thought it was a decent place. It was like, hey, we just found this. Let's hang out here for a bit.
We just
Why
found
not?
it.
No cop.
Yes.
Well,
it's
yeah,
kind of harder for the cops to get over there because they have to cross the bridge. So
Mm-hmm.
they're not like it's clear the cops aren't regularly patrolling the factory. So
That's why it's
or patrolling
abandoned.
anywhere possibly. You don't really see them that often in the
Mhm.
show. But anyways, I was going to say like, are there biker gangs in France? Do we know this?
I'm sure.
Probably.
There's bikie games all around the world.
Probably.
remember the writers
what's
are
it?
French who live in France.
Yeah.
So I decided to write
Probably.
a biker gang in France. So yeah, I think the answer is probably.
Or is this one of those things where they tried to Americanize the show?
I mean,
I
Americanized
think
for
they're a
French
biker
audience?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I found
No,
it.
just
I found the
like
episode.
yeah.
Okay, never mind then. Well, I don't know. I just feel like it's something that they just pulled out of their ass or pulled out of their hat or whatever the fuck. But anyways, yeah. So of course Xander's gonna take over them, and Yumi tries to fight him. That's interesting. Oh yeah, but I do find this episode interesting because not only do you have the plot with Kiwi and Odd merging together, not only do you have the motorcycle game, but you also have the other subplot where Sissy is very suspicious of William Clone, and I'm surprised it took her until episode 80 to figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. How many episodes have there been so far? Like 15? Are we halfway?
Uh,
I mean, we're on episode 80 of a show that has officially 95 episodes. So yeah, about after this episode, we have 15 left.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, with William McClellan, obviously, that started at the start of season 4, so like, it took her, I don't know, maybe halfway in order for the real. But anyways, so I find that fun. Yeah, but there's quite a bit of stuff that goes on with this episode. Of course, what should I say about the Ryoko stuff? Obviously, it kind of just blends together for me again here. I don't know why, but it's always the Ryoko stuff that is just like. Maybe it's because I haven't watched the episodes in such a long time, but it's always the stuff that just sort of blends together after all this time. And I've said it before, but oh yeah, there was a one part during this episode where William just like baseball bats Ilea's energy fields.
Oh, I forgot to talk
So-
about that. Yo, keep going. Sorry.
Oh no, you can go ahead. We should talk
I was
about
gonna
that.
say it's like William's just like OP. I just thought that was
no
so
shit,
cool
right?
how he could just like absorb like Ilea's energy field into his like his Wylander and just like redirect it at Ilea in a much powerful force. I was like, that's just so cool. Like, oh, he's OP. But go ahead.
I don't blame Xander for going after William, considering the fact that he does very well for himself on Lyoko. Of course, we have the statistics to prove it. We have receipts.
yep.
But yeah, I don't really remember what happens at the end of the episode. Obviously, Odd and Kiwi get separated again. I'm trying to figure out how they did that, but it would take me a while, I think, in order for me to figure that one out.
Jeremy did coding stuff, and that fixed the issue. He like modified the devirtualization program to defuse Kiwi and Odd.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So he's gotten
something
better
like
at. I guess he's gotten better at it than season 1, where he's just trying to virtualize.
To be fair, we
Aliens
are
for
in
real
season
world.
4 at this point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this episode. Like I said, I didn't really have much to talk about with it, but
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead and laugh. Yeah, surprise, ain't it?
So yeah, I don't have a lot to talk about, but
Yeah, but overall, I thought this episode is one of the better episodes of season 4, and I will give it an A. Which is better than Bragging Rights, which I gave B, I do believe.
Alright, wait, dude, it's
Well-
your turn.
I think that this episode it's pretty solid. What's it? There's a lot of good humor, what with Odd and Kiwi just kind of being one. What's it? Just watching Odd crawl around and do all the stuff that he does is really funny to see. Well, except for when he thought he was growing a tail. That was a little weird. Why'd you do that, buddy? But
Fucking writers. Actually, I'm sorry. I need to know who. I need to know who wrote those episodes. That episode.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, it's not Sophie. I
what's
hope.
It'd be so funny.
Bruno, it's you, Bruno.
We don't talk. This is not the first time I've made
It's
this
not.
joke on
It's
the
not.
stream. Okay. Okay, who is it?
It's Frederick Valiant.
Sophie.
Nuh-uh.
Sophie.
Nuh-uh.
No, wait, no. Sorry, I was wrong. Never mind.
I think
I'm looking
Colton
at the
said
wrong
it.
episode. Who?
I think Colton said it was Frederick or something.
Oh, no, I said Frederick Valiant.
Is that the only
What
writer?
this episode. As far as I know, yeah.
Ha! Just one random writer. I don't even recognize that name.
I don't either. Frederick Valiant.
He had one episode, and it was that one.
Hmm.
Oh no, he wrote Rec Room as well.
Really? What the
Yeah.
hell
Yeah.
happened to him?
And
And
Cousins once removed.
what the fuck?
Your favorite.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad episode, but it's just different from those two for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Writers are pretty ranged. We can do all sorts of things. But oh my gosh. Shoot. Yeah. No. What's it? Episode is very funny. And what's it? The subplot between Yumi and William. Yeah. With Yumi, William, and Sissy. It's right. It's a little bit more could have been done with it. It's done. This sort of plot line is done better in other episodes, which it'll be a surprise tool that will help us later. But
Yeah.
No, don't talk about Disney right now.
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know. It's not just Kingdom Hearts this time around, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. But getting to it. What's it? Shoot. Yeah, no, all in all, oh yeah, and of course the scene at the end when Odd go, oh my god. Anyway, the scene at the end when the scene at the end when Odd is willing to fight William despite everything that is happening, despite the risks, despite everything. That's really cool. Odd, he's a good boy. That's it. I think it's pretty solid. B plus.
and you thought I had less to say about it.
You, well,
And then Whitney came in and just
You
said,
spent more time on it than I did.
Yeah. You said you didn't have a lot to talk about, but you had a lot to talk about. His was actually
Yeah.
wasn't that long. I've gone long.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what she said.
I know.
Oh yeah. I also meant to post this earlier, but I forgot. Regarding the Yumi is superhuman deal, but yeah. But yeah, B plus.
Damn.
Yeah, it's mine. Hold on. Well, I don't get the Xerna when he watches Yumi launch his shot put into the stratosphere because
Yeah.
she touched Oric's shoulder that morning.
No, because we were talking about how Yumi is superhuman earlier.
No, yeah,
It just has ridiculous feats. So yeah, no, she just threw a shot put so hard it blasted into orbit.
You just do that smash cut reuse shot of like the baton.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Exactly
yeah,
in my.
I was gonna mention that.
Couldn't get out of my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dog Day Afternoon. An
You don't like
afternoon.
this episode, do you?
An afternoon wasted when watching.
Damn, that's crazy.
I knew this would be spicy. Here we go.
Damn, Cam just straight, like dropping I'm gonna put this in C or D tier.
Yeah.
God damn.
To make a name for himself.
Sorry, that was such a good way to start. It's not bad. I just it's an episode I don't care all that much for. It's weird, but I kind of also like a fun episode, especially when it comes to the Lyoko scenes. Really, I mean, the Earth scenes are weird. The Earth and the Lyoko scenes were fun. I think it's funny that that Sissy has to be such a weirdo, following them throughout the city, which is actually cool that we got to see the city some more. That's it's very rare when you get to see that environment. The biker gang was also a cool thing because I'm trying to skim to it, but I think there was a new area that you don't get to see a lot that Yumi hides in the factory.
No, we've
Yeah.
seen it before.
Okay, but it doesn't happen a lot.
It's
so
rarely used.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
happen a
I think
lot.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's literally been used twice before in the show. That's about it.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
what was the first one like? The season 1 was
The-
it?
Probably the robots.
I was thinking
No,
the
it's
It's either
alien.
the robots or like
no,
the
it's the
In a take,
episode
in
with
a take.
the-
It's
the
gotta be.
episode-
Oh,
movie.
end of take.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
in
it's
a
the
take.
episode
Yeah.
of the movie.
My bad.
Sorry, but this is such a good image. Koyoko out of context.
I could probably gif the whole bit with it just
Yeah.
flying in space, but that would take a bit of time.
Yeah. Add it to your list. To-do list. It's funny. But yeah, I like that where, yeah, if I'm seeing it one time in season 1 and you don't see it again until season 4, I like that.
What?
Huh? Someone say something?
Oh, you said no. You said once you see it in season 1, but then you don't see it again until season 1. So I said the baton.
Oh no, I said season 4, but that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Dude, that's freaking hilarious. Actually, look at us using the baton a lot already. It's the highlight of the stream.
Oh my god.
Okay, what else? I like the Lyoko scene where Odd is trying to be quiet. He can't keep Kiwi shut. I think that was funny. The William fight, of course. Oh crap! I had another one. What was it? I already said the biker stuff. Sissy stuff. Is that it? Yeah, sorry guys. I thought I had one more thing to say about the. I'm just trying to think. Damn, or it gets fucking sliced. What the fuck is this shot? I just never saw him coming. That's a shame.
It's crazy how
It was the last surprise.
once Odd knocked over William in like the ice sector, he had a perfect shot to just laser arrow him and just finish it. But nah, dude. We can't have the episode giving Odd a W, an easy W like that.
Well,
Yeah, not
I mean,
against
to
William.
be fair, he was Dogman at the
Oh,
time,
please
so
no.
yes, it would have been easy.
He was right in front of
Uh,
William.
he doesn't know how to use laser arrows.
He was right in front of him.
Oh my god, Waze, your fucking fusion image.
Kiwi versus.
My man just made a precise aim to hit a guy on the ground.
All right. I mean, I had a bit more to say than I thought with this episode, which is funny because it's like not the craziest, like it's not the best episode, but it has its fun moments and its funny moments. And it was just mostly a little weird, a little odd. No pun intended, to be honest.
Cooler.
I'm gonna have to keep it to what I had coming into this. It's gonna be a B.
I'm actually surprised.
I think you were y'all really thought I was gonna say C or D. I like it's like I don't know. It's close. It was close to being a C, but.
That makes though.
I mean, okay, I was looking at our other C episode. And I was like, why is that there? But I forget the A plot or the B. There's three. They actually had an A, B, and a C plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the C plot couldn't save it. Couldn't save Replica, but yeah, definitely a little slightly better than a C. So I just didn't think it was. That memorable, but all right, Dylan, it's your turn.
So I'm up. Okay.
Yeah.
This episode's fun. It sort of takes the, of all this is like probably I would say the most season 4 episode of Code Lyoko that you could season 4 together. Like if you were to define each season of Code Lyoko by like a vibe. This one is the perfect episode to encapsulate the vibe of season 4. That sort of odd being extra dumb for no real good reason other than because we want to do something fun with the plot and odd needs to be dumb for it. Ulrich just being an unabated badass but still getting killed by William on Lyoko. Yumi getting picked on. Granted, that's every season, so I don't know if you can really say much about that in that regard. You know, it's kind of just a filler episode. It doesn't really progress the main plot too much. I say that knowing that they... No, wait, no. That's the next episode. Never mind. I was about to start talking about the next episode. You know, it doesn't really do much to progress the plot. It's just kind of a goofy, haha. We're buying ourselves a little bit of time till the next main plot relevant episode. So I'm gonna give it an A.
I'd like.
You know,
What? Did not say like you were going to say A at all.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. It is. You're kind of.
If you had said C, I was gonna give it an S just to counter you.
Yeah,
but-
whatever.
but you got
I
a
was
B,
not.
so
Come
I
on,
couldn't do
you
that.
would not do that. You would. I know you wouldn't do that. But just the way that you were sounding and your
it's like an
tone felt
episode.
like it wasn't going to be an A. But okay, all right.
I'd like.
Well, you're
to-
forgetting. I like season 4. Season 4 is
Well,
a good
yeah.
season. So when I say an episode's a quintessential season 4 episode, I mean your baseline is a B there. You can only go up from there.
I'd like.
Flower.
Come on now.
I'd like
What?
to counter your argument that this is odd being dumb. I don't think the idea of bringing Kiwi onto Lyoko to see if he gets like
No,
super-
not that. That's not odd being dumb. No, odd being dumb is bringing him to the factory and bringing him into the scanner in
I
secret.
mean,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't think it's intuitive that that it wouldn't that having two entities in the same scanner it kind of is. I can see where Odd's line of thinking is.
I know where it's coming from, but
No.
he should also know like the supercomputer stuff is kind of very
I mean, to
confusing
him,
and high tech. So
yeah, so he's just like, surely the supercomputer's smart enough to like
eh.
just send us both individually, like, because he probably thinks of the scanner like a teleporter. And if you think of it like that, then it's like it's not that crazy for him to be like, oh, if I can teleport to Lyoko through the scanner, and then I'm holding Kiwi, then me and Kiwi will both teleport at the same time. The idea that the supercomputer
Yeah, but they've had
basically
to-
read it as a single entity and tried to merge them essentially is not what Odd was thinking. And I don't think that's him being dumb. I think that's a reasonable
honest, I
mistake
think-
someone can make.
I think God is way smarter than that. Like again, it's like there's a reason
I'm
why
trying
they
to
never
think
tried
if
that.
there was
sort of thing
another
before.
episode where they
It's never come up
required
before, though.
two of the warriors or something to be. No.
Flower. Actually, the comics prove that this sort of thing would never
Okay.
work before.
They didn't. Comics aren't canon.
Yeah.
It is one of the plots where I think it would have worked better in season 1, because it's like, why hasn't Odd thought to do this beforehand? Why wait until season 4? Kind of like Crash Course has that problem of like, why are we doing this now and not in season 1? There's a number of plots in season 4 that are like would have worked better in season 1, and I can agree. Yeah, this probably would have worked better in season 1. But if this was a season 1 episode, I don't think anyone would be calling Odd dumb for being like, yeah, let me. I mean, he did ask Jeremy. Like, he did ask Jeremy first.
Okay.
He wasn't just like, I'm just gonna bring Kiwi on a whim one day.
A little more emphasis. It was dumb of him to do it without, as like a secret. Like that's the dumb thing.
No, but he.
Because
Nah,
Whatever.
I don't agree with
Whatever.
What's
I still
No,
give it an A.
because he asked Jeremy, and Jeremy's like, no, and Odd is just like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna secretly do
That's the dumb-
this.
that's
and
the
then
dumb part.
He's gonna be awesome.
That's the dumb thing.
And
That's
then
that's the
Jeremy
dumb
be
part
like,
right
oh,
there.
The
I
dumb part.
that is the dumb part. Sorry.
Isn't like
Odd is-
the comment like Wazy, you agree? They kind of dumb Odd down in season 4, right?
And made him a dick.
I say that.
This is one of the episodes
We've
where
all talked.
he's been dumbed down. He's doing something stupid. It's kind of in character, sure, but like it's also him being extra stupid.
I don't think
I don't
it's
think
extra
season 2 Odd
stupid.
would have done this. I don't think season
I
2 Odd
agree.
would have done this.
You think season 2 Odd would have listened to Jeremy and agreed and just not tried it? Just would have taken Jeremy's word for it and just not. Even though we have season 3 Odd that agrees
Actually-
to go behind Jeremy's back to help Aelita go find fragments of Franz Hopper's DNA. Even though he witnessed Jeremy saying there's no point in searching for the DNA.
Sorry,
Like that is empirical evidence Odd has witnessed of Jeremy being wrong. Like Jeremy's been wrong before.
Okay, but
Why not now? Jeremy's not even willing to consider this as an option. And so Odd being frustrated, knowing that he's not going to convince Jeremy, is just like, I'm just going to do it anyway.
there's
and prove you
but you're
wrong.
in the issue with him assisting Aelita in going behind Jeremy's back is there's an interpersonal relationship there between Odd and Aelita that justifies him going behind Jeremy's back in that way.
What?
It's less stupid because it doesn't involve bringing like another entity with you in the scanner. That's more
Waze, you've
stupid
been
in my
trying
opinion.
to say stuff here. Do you have anything?
Spit.
I don't completely agree with you, Flower, but I do think you have a point.
Yes.
You do
I'm
have
not saying Odd was genius for it. It's not as dumb as like thinking he can get away with like giving a part of Yumi's diary or like pictures of Yumi as a kid to the Caddick News, or
Also dumb.
like swapping. Yeah, that's dumb. Or like accidentally mixing up like Yumi's like birthday present with his gift for Kiwi. That's dumb. Or
Yeah,
like
but in terms of character assassination levels of dumb, I don't think him accidentally swapping the presents is like that's actually, I'd say, entirely in character for Odd.
Okay.
I think that was an accident
example.
though.
But like also
Yeah.
wrong exposure where he's like, I'm gonna send this girl a picture of myself in email, and he accidentally
God.
sends the picture with Aelita and Franz Hopper, and he almost blows the
that's
cover.
really cool.
He almost blows their cover doing that.
Season 4 Odd.
Yeah,
No, that I would agree. That's
like season 4 Odd is dumb. Yes, I don't know. I guess I'm not. It sounds like I'm not winning. Everyone thinks it was really dumb of Odd to think.
It's just like season 1 makes more sense for Odd to do such a thing. I think after a year, like season 2 maybe, but anything later, it's like I feel like Odd
Maybe
should
it
definitely
just-
know better to not. Even after Jeremy
Yep.
says like no, and like I don't know. I just think it's
Flower.
come on. But I get your
Flower does
reasoning.
have a point that there. Flower does have a point that there isn't precedence for him believing that
Yeah.
this wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at it from an outside perspective of like, oh, that's so silly, that's so dumb. But like at the same time, it's just like she does have a point that yes, we've been using the scanners for a long time. I go into the scanner and I get teleported
Yeah.
to Lyoko. So I go
Only him,
into
though.
so if Kiwi and I both go into the scanner, we would both be teleported to Lyoko, right?
But
like,
but
but
The
yeah,
issue
I'm
that I
now
have with
agreeing
that
with
is that
I'm
Odd
saying.
now
is
agree.
winning.
Yeah, I'm now agreeing with Flower.
no,
And now we're agreeing
it's
with
just
Flower.
that
It's
it's
the fact that Odd and the crew. Go ahead, Kim.
I would just say like yeah, they use the scanner all the time. Again, they don't use they don't.
precedence
it's-
for like what would happen if like two entities are in the scanner at the same time. Outside
Yes.
of the comics, which are
Yes,
not canon.
I know,
Don't
Which
and
is
that's
why
my
I don't
point.
think
Need
this is-
Ulrich
is-
to be standing in the
Can we
scanner
not-
so he can
Okay.
re-merge with his body in the one episode, or is that not?
That's
That's not
that's
happening.
a different
Yeah.
situation.
That's a different
I
situation.
mean,
Yeah.
yes, but also like, I slightly have a point. You know,
Most of Odd's like dumb things are not premeditated. This one was premeditated. This was a plan. This was planned out and executed, and it just didn't give the results he was expecting.
Yeah, I was gonna say the point that was brought up a second ago about they have never brought an entity, bringing something else in there with them in the scanner. I feel like that also makes my point, because the fact that they haven't tried that before, you shouldn't risk it. There's the risk, and he took it, and I get why he took it, but it's still dumb to take that risk if you haven't done if since all of you've been doing since
that's
you opened
Jeremy's thinking. That's Jeremy's
Yeah.
thinking.
But it's true. That's so. I wouldn't risk trying something like that that you have never, like, you don't know what's gonna happen in it.
You're trying to hide. No. You're trying to hide this thing from Jeremy because you think that you're right.
I get that.
And
Yes.
you're not exactly thinking of the full consequences of that. or
Exactly.
what could happen.
Yes.
Odd is just thinking about proving himself right.
It is-
Yes, it is dumb.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Yes. But
What's the but?
no,
But
from a strictly character logic standpoint, I can understand where Odd is coming from.
I do-
Which is
I
what
can get
Flower
it.
is trying to point out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
This
that.
isn't like, oh,
Yeah.
Odd's being stupider than normal. I think this is like regular, like season 2 level of Odd's thinking logic. I don't think this is Odd being extra dumb. Odd has never proven himself to be extra cautious. Even like now, he's incredibly
Which is
reckless.
dumb.
He's very impulsive. So like,
Which can be done.
yeah, season 1 Odd, season 2 Odd, season 3 Odd. I don't think this is like season 4. Oh, this is season 4 Odd being dumb. Like, no, I think
I think
this
it's
is
just dumb in
regular
general.
Odd dumb.
No, wait, yeah, I'm just saying it's dumb in general. I'm not talking about season 4 specifically, because he's more.
That maybe
see-
that's the pedantics we're arguing.
Okay,
about,
because-
this is
Because
it's
you were
not
talking there, got me
smart, but
confused.
it's- Because I was pointing out this isn't season 4 Odd.
No, yeah. Season
It's
4
just
Odd is
regular
mainly
Odd dumb.
season 4 Odd is mainly just being like more of a
He
douche.
messes up when it's like convenient for the plot. This actually does feel like something like regular Odd would do.
Yeah. But I do think that since it is this late in the series, that it's something that Odd shouldn't be doing after all this time. Like,
I mean,
But
the
it's-
entire point is that he shouldn't be doing it. Like,
yeah,
Yes,
I
I
know.
agree. I'm
yeah.
not saying he should have done it. I'm just, if you think about Odd's perspective and you take into account all the things he did for this to happen, this is not season 4 Odd stupid.
No,
This is
yeah.
not, oh, oopsie, I did a bad and now it's like plot. It's like this was a plan he thought of and executed. He actively snuck Kiwi into the factory. He asked, he had this idea, let's bring Kiwi to Lyoko. He asked Jeremy. Jeremy's like, no. And Odd's like, huh, yeah, Einstein's being dumb.
No, I
I'm
know.
gonna prove him wrong.
I
Sneaks Kiwi into the factory, hides him under his shirt in the scanner room. Takes extra care when Kiwi can't sit still to like cover for it, and then he's like excited and can't wait for Kiwi to show up when he's on Lyoko, and well, it doesn't work
So
for him. But
now
Wow.
I gotta want to be clear with Dylan and J-Man. So do we all agree that it's dumb in general and not a season 4 Odd dumb thing?
I mean, I'll
think it's
concede
both.
maybe it's more just dumb in general. I still
Yeah.
think it's
Because I thought this
well,
was.
it's
I
kind
didn't
of
know
in
we.
line with the generally agreed upon standard of season
Like,
4.
Even if it wasn't
Odd
odd,
being
anyone
dumb.
doing this, it's just a dumb thing. So I thought so I didn't know we were getting this mixed up. I was just trying to. I was just like, it is dumb. I'm
Dylan
not.
was the one that brought up
To me,
saying, "Oh,
if
it's
this
like
happened in season 1, I can somewhat buy it there because again,
Yes.
like
But
they
yes,
were
for
just
sure.
like they were somewhat used to they were like trying to get used to the factory. They were getting used to the scanners. They weren't necessarily experienced or familiar with the tech yet. But how is it like 4 seasons, or if I'm gonna say like
I'd
4
still
years
argue-
later, Odd is still making decisions like this? It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't happen.
Again.
He doesn't do it a lot though.
Odd. Hold on.
This
Hold on. Odd. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead and make your point. Hold on.
No. I would argue that Odd isn't necessarily familiar with the tech itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's more a matter of I go into the scanner and I end up in Lyoko. That's it. Have we seen anything where the scanners have like
No,
The
I don't.
only thing I could say that could make an argument for this, but even then, this is super specific, is Laughing Fit when he was virtualized with the laughing gas thing.
Oh
But that
yeah,
is all with the
that was
laughing gas.
a
But even
specter
then,
too,
he's not,
technically. So
and even he's not entirely sure what happened in that moment.
Yeah.
So it's like
oh yeah, and
in
Jeremy
the
wasn't
in
there.
just
He was
yeah.
barely at the computer in that episode.
So like
Um,
in general, I don't think that there's precedence for this specifically. I can understand Odd making
but you think,
given the
but
right circumstances, I could understand Ulrich as well. Maybe not Yumi, but I don't know.
I,
But
Jeremy
at the
but
very
wouldn't,
least,
but
from a
he's
character
overly
perspective of
cautious.
Odd and
yeah, like
yes,
I know we're kind of going in circles, but like I totally understand. Like, yeah, he goes in a scanner and he goes to Lyoko. That yes, that's how it works. That's how they all. That's what they've been doing for years. I just, but like at the same time, you, I don't know. It's just like
I'd
you
like
haven't
to point
used
out,
two before. You don't
I-
risk that.
I'd like to point out another angle. To
J
this.
Man.
Oh,
That is my name. What's
Yeah,
up?
no,
Yeah.
no. Sorry, you were making your point as well. So
go
we
ahead.
kind
Yeah, as
I'll
I
of
wait.
yeah,
Yeah, as I was saying,
yeah.
it's like, all
Sorry.
right, it's not necessarily about him. Oh, I know this computer just as much as Jeremy. It's like, no, you've been to and from Lyoko. You at the very least, like, let's say, have a basic idea, or a basic idea saying that it's not as simple as saying, hey, we're just gonna teleport to Lyoko, which is what these scanners do. It's like, no, it's a tiny bit more complicated than that. But anyway, the characters, they've experienced glitches from the scanners on Lyoko multiple different times. Multiple different times. So at the very least, if Otto was going to think about doing an idea like this, he would give this a second thought. But he didn't. That's the part that didn't make sense to me. Because again, if him pulling a stunt like this was ever going to work in any sort of context, it would have had to have been from the first season, or somewhat way earlier than this.
I have
Because
a
it feels
counter.
like this is the type of mistake I would see someone who's never really been in the supercomputer before, or excuse me, or been in the
Had a lot
scanners
of
before.
issues.
Because that's again, it's like I never saw Odd as someone who was like, let's say, very, I would say like unwise like that. It's like, yeah, he did do foolish things in the past, but it's like an idea like this is like this kind of sets him back, like let's say like 100 miles from me, because I would have expected him to at the very least give this a second thought, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
I have a point to this. So you yourself have most likely encountered many glitches and issues just using computers throughout your life, yes?
Yeah, well,
So every time you install a new program that's never been run before, or you add something new to your computer, are you like paranoid that it's going to cause glitches or cause issues? Does
I'm
that like
aware it
make you
might.
pause in secondhand every time you download a new app on your phone or install a new game from Steam or whatever? Or do you
Usually
just
those
run it?
first, usually for Steam, like what was it? Isn't it like guaranteed or something like that that it won't give your computer viruses or anything from Google Play?
Well, I was just throwing out examples, but
Google Play
yeah,
has a security guarantee. Yes.
well, okay, maybe, but even then, you're not when you put stuff on when you're just going about your business and you're doing new things with your computer you never done before. You're not always sitting there super paranoid that doing this thing is going to break your computer or cause problems. Yeah.
Are you telling me you aren't?
No. If I install,
I mean, I love
Adjusting
my
a little bit,
my
but-
PC's
I mean,
my
I-
life, so go ahead.
Wait,
I mean, I
what's going on?
scan new programs I download from the internet with Virus Total, but like every time I do something newish, I'm not usually freaking out. But I guess that my point is trying new things. Yes, we're aware that sometimes when you try a new thing it can cause problems, but if you do stuff regularly and all the time, and most of the time you don't run into issues. Like Odd going to Lyoko, because Odd goes to Lyoko all the time, and sometimes he goes to Lyoko in strange conditions, and for the most part it's fine. Yes, sometimes he runs into glitches and issues, but it's not common. Really, like, okay, it looks common.
It really
to us,
isn't, actually.
yeah, it looks common to
But go
us
on.
because we don't actually see all the Xana attacks. It's implied there's a lot of Xana attacks off screen. And even the ones we do see on screen, it's not super common for there to be a problem with the virtualization.
Yeah, I wouldn't say super, but
yeah, it's really isn't common.
Yeah, but kind of common.
So the idea that like, oh, because Odd was aware that glitches exist on the supercomputer, then he should have second guessed and he should have thought maybe bringing Kiwi with me could cause problems, but he didn't. I don't think it's a thing. Like, yes, technically he should have, but I don't think it's bad, right? I think it's what's the term I'm looking for? Reasonable. It's a reasonable mistake for someone in his position with his mindset and experience to make, to just be like, I'm going to try this thing. And he probably didn't even think twice about it causing problems because he's so used to going to Lyoko and so used to going under weird circumstances that, like, yeah, the idea that there would be a problem if he tried this didn't even cross his mind, just doesn't seem reasonable. The same way that maybe when you like grab a new game to play, you're not necessarily sitting there worried that it's going to cause problems. That's probably a bad example.
Yeah,
you probably should, because
that's
viruses.
Yeah,
that was a bad example.
I don't know.
My part.
Like, I get your comparisons, but it's just not really quite the same as getting virtualized into another world.
It's like, I'll say this though. Odd, again, is like, he is known for like making mistakes like this. Again, it's like he's not necessarily like the smartest guy around. Well, let's say he is a little bit like immature when it comes to some of his decisions. But the thing is with me though is that I don't know. Yeah, it just goes back to where I'm like, I kind of wanted to put like at least a little bit of like the mental pieces together before he would act on like this decision. It's like, I understand the idea of wanting to try something new. I understand that, hey, it's like I can somewhat like, let's say, sort of visualize why he would think that like a Kiwi was just going to materialize right next to him and such. But I don't know, man, considering the fact that the scanners are not built for like more than one person to virtualize inside of the scanner, which I'm going to be actually thinking back to the episode where the Xana monsters came to the real world, the crab. I don't know how he's able to fit in the scanners, like much like shrinking him and like
they literally break the scanners. So like that it's integral plot point that the scanners are broken by Xana doing this attack.
Yeah. Maybe the scanners are made out of adamantium. I don't know, but
oh my gosh.
As for this, it's like, yeah, it just goes back to where it's like, if he did this like maybe like one season like before, like if this was season 3 or season 2, maybe I would like understand it here. It's just the fact that I just wanted to see a little bit of growth in terms of like how he like, let's say, thinks about certain things, or at the very least like before he like acts on a decision. I wanted to see like, all right, I'm getting a little bit older. It's been 4 years since, at least that's what I think, 4 years since me and the crew just started going to Lyoko and such. It's like, maybe I wanted to see a little bit of maturing here, but it is what it is either way.
Yeah, that's a problem with Lyoko in general, like, with like character. There's some character development, especially with like Alita, but Odd does suffer just in general. Season 4 is the worst example of that, but I had another point, another angle to this argument real quick. So something that has come up in the past is that Jeremy thinks Kiwi is dumb. I could point out that he calls him dumb in like the Garage Kids pilot, but also specifically there's an exchange in a previous episode where they're just kind of hanging out, talking in line, and Jeremy's like, "Oh, your dog's so dumb. Like, when you throw a stick, he won't go get it." And Odd's like, "Neither would you." And then they have have like a whole debate where Jeremy just calls Kiwi dumb. And I think there's other examples throughout the show. Oh, maybe.
I think that's the one he gets tied up. then Kiwi
Final
actually
Mix.
listens and gets him free, or gets Odd. And he's like, wow.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
no,
no.
Kiwi, no. Jeremy is like, go get Odd, and then Kiwi comes back with a ball.
Yeah,
Actually, no. Fair enough.
I think he
Flash
does
actually
though. He
bringing
does
this up.
eventually.
So
I can
think...
concede a little bit, just a little bit, that especially in season 4, and I'm like, I'm not too big on this. It's more so that you see like the rest of the crew just kind of like teasing Odd like a little bit more and such. So I can understand the idea if there's like a part of him that feels like there's something that he has to prove and such. Because even Jeremy never believed that Odd can take on William by himself. And I'm like, come on, it's like
to finish
That's-
this train before we get devolved again. Essentially, the point I'm trying to prove is Jeremy. It's known that it's sort of a bit of a tense point between Odd and Jeremy, that Jeremy thinks Kiwi is really dumb. And so when Jeremy tells Odd, no, I'm not virtualizing Kiwi to Lyoko, I think Odd believes, and I think I also kind of headcanon that Jeremy's reasoning here isn't that bringing Kiwi to Lyoko will break like the supercomputer or cause problems. It's the whole endeavor is pointless because Kiwi is too dumb to be useful for anything. And Odd knows that that's objectively not true.
I think it's both.
And he also knows Jeremy's too stubborn to listen or believe that. So his whole goal is I'll put Kiwi on Lyoko and prove him wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it is still a bit immature though. Like,
Yes,
you say no makes me want to do it more.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes. Odd is pretty much being driven by the fact that a consistent character trait we see within all of the Lyoko warriors is their stubbornness.
Yes.
And it's the fact that he has been pretty much everything Flower has said. He has been put. Odd and Jeremy especially have a thing where it's not only that Jeremy believes that Kiwi is dumb, but he also kind of puts down a lot of Odd's ideas and just general. So it's like, yes, he very much believes that he is correct in this statement. He is driven almost exclusively by, I want to prove Jeremy wrong, which is a trait we have seen multiple times throughout the show where they don't really think of the consequences of what that could mean. And that's not just an Odd thing, but that's a Jeremy thing, that's a Yumi thing, that's an Ulrich thing, that's even an Aelita thing. It's something that all of them do, and at the very least, in this specific example, it's something that I can understand where he's coming from and why he didn't entirely think it through, because he just wanted to be proven right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all can agree with that, though. I think we can all agree with that part.
Because, like, all Jeremy has to do is virtualize Kiwi by himself, and that would like, settle the matter. And I still think Jeremy should have just done that. It would have prevented all of this.
Yeah,
he's
also
like,
stubborn.
He's dumb. Odd's ideas are dumb.
Now,
we're not doing this.
That's true, but I also think that it could be because he thinks that Kiwi's dumb, but I also think that he hasn't tried it before. And if he has, it hasn't worked out.
Yes, he has.
With what?
Xan Awakens.
Well, no.
No,
yes,
he didn't.
Ulrich is the one that got... Well, Odd is the one that got virtualized instead.
I know, but
he did theorize the idea that Kiwi could potentially be virtualized. It's an idea that even he has had in the past.
Jeremy got lucky because he didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. That's why he wanted to do... That's why he didn't want to do... He didn't want to, obviously, test a human. It was going to be a plant, I thought, or something.
No,
but...
No, he picked the dog.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I know, but
it's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so no, Jeremy knows he can virtualize a dog. I think his whole goal really was just the whole endeavor would be pointless.
Okay. Maybe at that time.
Odd's Future Flash. Odd's Future Flash suddenly disappeared during upgrades, and he said bringing it back would be pointless. Hi, Triple Trouble.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. I think,
to be fair, the only episode his Future Flash actually is useful is the one with the laughing gas. There's no other episode where his Future Flash distinctly changes anything.
He caught Aelita in episode 1 when he saw her falling. Like he was able
Flash is
to.
one of those
Yes.
powers a lot of people like to speculate about and how it could have evolved and become useful. And I know the out of character reason is the meta reason is most likely just writing with Future Flash is hard because it's like
Yes.
you have to really like build the episode around it to do it properly. And,
Yes.
like,
You know what?
Is really potent. Like you can see into the future. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's the logical issue of if he can see into the future, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So essentially, he almost sees what he was going to do anyways, without future Flash.
I think we've lost the plot.
Yeah,
Whatever.
So I got y'all to agree with me, most of you at least.
Well,
that,
I was gonna. Yeah,
like,
go ahead.
Yeah, Odd deciding to sneak Kiwi into the supercomputer onto Lyoko wasn't season 4 specifically dumb. It was just more. It was in character with Odd in general.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not smart, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think there was confusion there because I think everyone here can agree that what Odd did was dumb, knowing his way of thinking. Like, wait, Wazy, you wouldn't think like because you mentioned.
No, that's not my issue.
Okay.
That's not my issue. It is a dumb idea.
Okay.
It is a dumb idea, but what's it? I think that not all of us agree that this characterization is in line with season 4. I personally, it is in line. Not all of us agree whether this was season 4 is a mod or a genuine character trait that Odd has. And I think that we're at a point where it's like we've been going around in circles on this for a long while.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
Disagree.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I am having fun with this this debate. It's all
Agree
good.
to disagree.
We won this debate to the vote. I can't think of any more to add.
No, it's fine. Well, I was gonna add something, but
We've been going in circles.
Yeah, it's fine.
What could you possibly add?
No, listen. Because we were bringing up that this is something Odd does throughout the show. I agree.
This is something they have all done.
Yeah.
This is something they have all done.
Yes. They are all stubborn. I do agree with that. I mean, Oric with the lottery tickets and all this, and everyone has their stubborn moments. I think I get J-Man's point. You're so far into this Xana situation where it's like you still shouldn't be making these decisions yourself, but at the same time that is Odd, and he's done that throughout the series. I kind of was going to be leaning more towards Flower when what was it when she said that Jeremy thinks Kiwi is dumb, but now I'm thinking, well, Jeremy probably season 4 Jeremy. Oh, he's definitely have tried putting something in Lyoko that's not a human at this point in time. Maybe season 1 makes more sense. It makes more sense why he probably didn't want to test that out. What, Wazy?
I'd argue we don't know that.
I know, but
we don't.
I would
argue.
No! Stop!
Hopper's diary notes. So he tried to virtualize an animal and went horribly. Can we we could dig on this all day? Okay.
Well, actually, I didn't even think about that. But Jeremy probably found a way to make it work. So, but we don't know that. But I'm just saying, I'm going with the mindset of all the way in season 4 that Jeremy probably at this point knows. It's not confirmed, but I'm kind of agreeing. But I'm using that to agree with y'all though. So because I still think what Odd did. I think again we all think it's dumb. And Jeremy is also being stubborn. So that makes Odd make another being stubborn. Stubborn equals stubborn. But I was just going with I think Jeremy thinks both that Kiwi's dumb and that he doesn't want to risk what could happen because he hasn't done it before. But I'm thinking, well, maybe at this point in time he has done it. He's just straight up doesn't want to deal with it.
I like to just note
I
my
can't-
appreciation that my like attempt at just being like 2 to 5 minutes has turned into a fucking half hour.
You're welcome. What were you gonna say, Wazy?
What's it? I think that a better option for just the logic that you're trying to do is that he just doesn't want to risk it, which is fine. Making the statement that he has tried it before has a lot of implications. Like, a lot more implications than you're thinking.
Oh, I wasn't trying to like. I'm not.
It's
Wasn't,
better. Yes. No. Because the idea that Jeremy doesn't want to. If Jeremy doesn't want to virtualize another living being that is not a person because he's tried it before, while not in the episode, he would simply wave it off like, I've done that before, it didn't work, or I've done that before, don't you remember what happened last time, or I've done that, not a matter of, no, that's stupid,
Yeah.
like,
Or maybe
Yeah.
he has done it before and it just was stupid.
no.
No, I know. I'm
Making the
jesting.
implication-
Now can we move on?
No, too bad.
Yeah, for real, yeah. Not all of us agree whether or not this fits Odd's character, and that's fine. But we all agree that it was dumb. Yes.
Yeah. I was
and
just
that's
saying
where
it
we'll
wasn't
leave it.
season 4 Odd, but yeah, not everyone agrees. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't need to drag it out. I have one more thing. About
It's
this
okay.
episode.
It's okay.
That is not.
What you got, Flower?
It's an odd thing, but not related to this. I noticed you missed this on the summary, but it's fine, and I just forgot to bring it up when I was talking about the episode earlier. But Odd at the very end when they're using like toothpaste to fake Kiwi having rabies, Odd's just like, yeah, I just carry toothpaste with me all the time because you never know when you meet someone and need to have fresh breath.
How about a mint, Odd?
Like,
Take
you
a
should that
mint.
Odd just carries around a tube of toothpaste everywhere all the time.
But what about a hoot?
That's
But don't
dumb
you
as
need
well.
a brush, Odd?
Maybe instant toothpaste.
Yeah, he doesn't even. That's why like that. Okay, oh my god, that doesn't help his case. It doesn't. It
This is
doesn't.
why Odd can't keep a girl.
Remember that meme? No. Remember that meme I made about scrupulous fingor? That's it. That's the scrupulous fingor. the
no,
finger
not the
that I use
fingor.
brush his teeth.
All right, a lack of goodwill.
All right.
Oh, don't we need
we
to put it on
have
the
to.
we need to
Yeah,
put it
don't
on the
worry.
board.
Yeah, not so fast, Dylan. Let's wait another minute here.
I changed the topic.
Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna.
it's
It was over
different
anyways.
topics, though.
Well, we already. Yeah.
What? Yeah, it was already. I was already.
We already
getting ready to
changed
say
the
it.
Tell
topic.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so let me look real quick at the. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 A's, 2 B's, and a B plus. So I think the highest it goes
I'm
is
fine with
a
it underneath
minus.
71 if we put it in A.
Low A.
Let me go. Yeah, that's the highest
If,
it can
I'm
go.
fine with it being behind 71, but if we put it in B, it's at the front, obviously.
Yeah, it's high.
It's
A
an A.
minus is the highest it goes. Yeah. So it's gonna be right here, behind what was that one? Maiden. Right? Is that the 71? No. Crap, I can forget. 71's the one with Jeremy on the
Yeah,
roof.
that's Maiden
Oh,
Voyage.
okay.
That's
So
Maiden Voyage.
it'll be behind that.
Yeah.
All right. So we have about a little over an hour to do Lack of Goodwill. Were y'all ready?
That's more than enough time.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably exceed that a little bit, but it's okay. We started at. Yeah, no, it's fine. It was. I was having fun at first until eventually it got a little too long and we were going in circles. But I think that was a good place to end it. We started the stream around 5:30 Eastern, so we still have a good hour of our stream time. But if it goes a little over that, it's fine. It's not the end of the world.
Waze wanted to go last for
That's
this
right.
episode, so I'm taking you off the
Yes.
list, and I'm just gonna put
Yeah,
you
that's
at
good,
the
yeah.
bottom artificially.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So when you don't see your name on the list, don't freak out.
Gotcha. What was that, Cam? Go on, continue.
No.
No?
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
No,
I'm sure you have something enlightening for all of us.
No. Literally,
You can just
I
share
just
with
had
the
a
class,
thought.
Cam.
Nothing.
Exactly.
No, nothing.
You,
Mrs.
you,
Hurts.
you sound really excited for me to be
I was
off
like-
the list.
No, it wasn't. There was no excitement in that at all. I was just like, expect nothing. I'm not. I was Can I use the restroom?
William, if makes sense.
I mean, man, it's your stream.
I better not be first though.
I'll go first. I'll take your place if you're first, Cam.
Okay.
Mhm.
Should I get the...
I'm also
Actually,
drinking
where's
water.
Momo?
'cause
This
I'm
is a
gonna be
Momo
going for a
episode.
while.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
This is like
Don't
this
worry.
is the Momo episode.
Yeah.
While
and-
true, I've got it covered.
You can be Momo.
Yeah.
Flower, you can just preemptively
Mod-
add Momo's S rank score to the list.
Mod to mod communication. We got this.
I know you're all in anticipation.
it's because you have to write longer names of our champs shit.
Yeah, you don't need to write Academy
No,
Champion
I
game.
like doing it.
I don't know why that was so funny, but I like doing it. You tell them.
Here we go.
Oh my god! What? Wait, what? Oh, I was like, why is there? Yeah,
Thank you.
I was like, what? What's up with
Understood
the?
the assignment?
I was like, what the hell is this emote? But I thought you had diamonds
Goes
under
for it.
Dylan's name, and I was confused. I was like, yeah, that's
Oh,
nice.
Alright.
We can fix
Since
that a
everyone's
little
gonna
bit.
steal
I
everything
see
I
it
want
now.
to say, could I
There you
just give my rank and call it a day?
Oh my god.
Well, we gotta do the recap first, and I'm gonna let Waze do that.
Yeah, Waze is gonna do it again.
Well,
Yes.
you're always gonna let Waze do
And
that.
it,
Well, just for
well,
today.
I'll let him say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to spoil things.
Oh my gosh. So, a lack of goodwill. There are a lot of things to say about this wonderful episode, but I can't rank it yet. I will rank it, and we'll see how that goes. But first, let's start from the very beginning. So the episode opens with the Lyoko Warriors having yet another discussion about everything that's been going on, Lyoko, Xana, all that jazz. And one of the things that happens is that Odd is playing yet another one of his classic pranks. By launching some sort of something or another. He uses his fork to launch
A
a
meatball.
Thank you, a meatball he uses his fork to launch a meatball into Sissy's plate, making a big mess for her, and everybody laughs. And then we see the William clone, and he saw what Odd was doing, and he's like, "Oh, that's a pretty neat idea. I think that's cool. I'm gonna try that." So he takes an entire glass, and he begins to do the launching thing, and he does. He launches it high into the air, only for Jim to catch it, and he's just like, "What the world is wrong with you? Why would you do something so stupid, William?" And they're just like, and he's just like, well, I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be fun, and everyone's just like, it's not cool. It's not great. It's not great. And the Lyoko Warriors then get into a discussion about like, kind of feel bad for the clone. That kind of sucks. William's clone gets attention, by the way. I kind of feel bad for the clone. I mean, isn't there something that we can do to make it a little bit better, a little bit more, human? And what's it? Jeremy. What? Oh, okay. And Jeremy is talking about how, well, something like that would be ridiculous. Something like that would be impossible. The William clone is just a program. It could never possibly be human. And Aelita points out that, well, I mean, I was kind of the same, not until long ago. And they're like, well, that was completely different. Different. The William clone can never be much of anything, but I'll see if I can do something to improve the clone's programming. And so, moving forward into the episode, they mentioned that they found yet another one of Xana's replicas, and that's pretty cool. So they're going to go on a mission tonight to get to yet another one of those replicas. And, they do the thing, they go into the digital sea, they dive, and Millie and Tamia in this episode decide to take interest in William because he's so different now. He's changed. It's really weird. So they decide that they're going to interview the William clone. And that can go about as well as you can imagine because he's kind of an idiot. Meanwhile, the Lyoko Warriors are able to arrive on this new replica, and what do you know? It's a replica of the desert sector. That's neat. We haven't seen a desert replica before. We only had the forest, but we're making our way into new grounds. And so they decide that they decide that they're going to move forward with teleportation, and they decide to send Ulrich and Aelita this time around. Ulrich and Aelita, yes, Ulrich and Aelita. In the meantime, we cut back to William and Millie and Tamia. Well, the William clone and Millie and Tamia, and they're chilling in William's room, and he explains that oh, well, actually, I'm just a digital clone of William. I'm not the real William. The real William is a prisoner. He's been trapped by Xana. He has been trapped by Xana, and the Lyoko Warriors have been doing their best to try to rescue him. And Millie and Tamia are like, that sounds terrible. We should call the police or something. And it's just like, oh, no. William Clone's like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. That would be silly. The Lyoko Warriors have it handled. And so they're like, well, we should get can you give us some proof to this crazy story that you're telling us? And he's like, proof? Huh, weird. Well, I suppose I can. I can take you guys to the factory. That's no problem. Then you'll get all the proof that you need. And Millie and Tamia, successful in this endeavor, are like, yeah, we'll go to this factory and get your proof and this crazy story you're telling, William. That's great. Meanwhile, what's it? Ulrich and Yumi. Ulrich and Aelita are making their way. They have teleported into the base for the desert sector, and it turns out that it's in New Mexico. Ulrich asks, New Mexico, like Area 51 or something? And Aelita says, what? The one with all the one with all the aliens? No, it's not the same at all. Ulrich is confused and asks, how do you know what Area 51 looks like? And she's just like, I was only kidding. Which, honestly, I will say, I feel like that scene shaped a lot of my sense of humor. I'm not even gonna lie. Why, but yeah, no. So Ulrich and Aelita are investigating this base. Meanwhile, on Lyoko, Xana decides to try to attack the Skid with some Hornets, and that's another. Well, I can't talk about my opinions on the episode. Wonderful, but anyway. He disconnected me, didn't he?
No, I left because I forgot Hornets were in here.
Yeah.
That changes things.
Yeah. Anything that makes I don't know. Anything that makes Cam upset just brings a smile to my face. Anyway, in the meantime, while the gang is fighting the Hornets and Ulrich and Aelita are doing some investigations. Sorry. Something happened IRL. I'm fine. Are doing some investigations. What's it? William, remember, the real William. He hasn't been seen in the episode yet. And so, also, sorry, I should explain myself. There was a spider earlier, and I kind of freaked out. I was trying to kick it off me. So I'm like, yeah. Right? Yeah.
God, everyone,
It's a tarantula.
God.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh. You're right, it was a tarantula. Oh my god. Oh, what's it? Shoot. Yeah, no, William, remember him? Yeah. The scanners suddenly are active, and Jeremy's really confused. He's like, what's going on? And he looks at the camera, and William, the Xanified one, he steps at the scanner, and he looks directly at the camera and smiles at him. He's like, hi, I'm finally back, Jeremy. It's nice to see you again. I'm free. I'm here in the real world. Isn't that great?
You're a real boy again.
Exactly. Now I'm not chilling with Xana anymore. It's great. It's great. It's great. So William goes off to do God knows what. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's safe. I'm sure it's healthy. And in the meantime, what's it? In the meantime, Ulrich and Aelita are still exploring the lab, and they find this room where Xana is manufacturing a bunch of motherboards, and it's like they're wondering what exactly these things are for. Meanwhile, Jeremy's like, well, I gotta go see what William is up to, so I gotta go. Everyone's kind of worried about what to do now because William is in the factory, and let's be real, what is Jeremy gonna do? You know? What honestly is Jeremy gonna
stare at Xana, William?
Yeah. What's it? What is Jeremy gonna do? So they're making the argument. Do we stay and finish the mission, or do we go back to the lab and get Jeremy? And even Ulrich and Aelita are asking the same question back in the lab because, like, Ulrich is very much on the side. Look around you, Aelita. This is some of the worst of what we've seen Xana doing. He's building these things for who knows what. Exactly. This is dangerous, so nobody's really sure. Meanwhile, William has arrived at the supercomputer room, like the room with like the computer itself, and Jeremy follows him. His weapon, a metal pipe, and he's like, William, you I bet you're here to destroy the supercomputer. You can't do that. So he tries to fight William, Xanified William, and it goes about as well as you would expect it to. With him getting launched with him basically getting bodied. It doesn't end well for him. Meanwhile, the gang is still arguing on what to do, and Aelita and Ulrich finally decide it's time to abort the mission. Meanwhile, while Jeremy is fighting for his life and for the supercomputer, which one he thinks is more important is a great question, but you never know. I'd honestly wait on the supercomputer. But, oh my god, I can't. I just want to be.
Yeah.
God.
It's instantly reminded of that.
Oh my god. What's it? Shoot. Jeremy, meanwhile, while Jeremy is fighting for his life, the elevator door opens, and it's weird. The Lyoko warriors haven't really I'm surprised they're already back from their mission. And you open the elevator door, and oh look, it's Millie and Tamia and the William clone. While William also has Jeremy. William is talking about how, yes, you're finally about to witness the destruction of the supercomputer. And William seeing Millie and Tamia and the clone are just like, is just absolutely dumbfounded. Like, are you serious, man? And Jeremy's like, yeah, sure. And meanwhile, William Clone is like, hey, Jeremy, do you have any proof that I can show Millie and Tamia? Only to see that, yeah, the William Clone is manhandling Jeremy. And so he says, hey, get your hands off of Jeremy. And to the shock and surprise of everyone, he uses some Spectre powers and launches himself at the actual William. And the two of them have this great Spectre fight where they're fighting with each other. Meanwhile, Jeremy has sprained his ankle and is pretty much out of commission. So he's like, I need one of you to go upstairs and tell the others to come back immediately. And immediately, it's bad. We need to stop this. And Tamia being like, yeah, I've seen enough. I kind of want to get out of here. I'll go upstairs. I'll tell the others that they need to come back.
And then she just leaves.
I'll tell the others
what?
Yeah,
crazy.
She just left the factory. It was crazy. No, she went up to the supercomputer room, puts on the headset, and is just like, yeah, you guys need to come back. So I actually made a mistake. I can't believe it. But now Ulrich and Aelita abandon the mission, and they devirtualize each other from their teleportation. Meanwhile, Odd and Yumi, who have been fighting on Lyoko, trying to protect the skid, and have managed to get a bit separated from it, now make their way back to the skid. Waiting for Ulrich and Aelita to wake up. Unfortunately, when this happens, William and William, who are fighting downstairs, their duel ends up getting to a point where Xanafied William escapes and makes his way. Xanafied William. The clone is able to throw Xanafied William, the real William, into the elevator and shuts him inside and sends him back up to the lab. And Jeremy's like, no, this is a really bad thing. He can still do damage from the terminal. William Clone, go up there and get him. And William Clone gives him a thumbs up. He's really hyped. He's really ready to get back in the game and go round two with the regular William. So the two of them. So William, the real William, Xanafied William. God, this is really hard to explain. Now goes over to Tamia, who is at the terminal, and she's like, oh, which William are you? The good William or the bad William? And he's like, the good William. The good guy. Like a very evil sounding voice. But hey, he said he's the good guy, so I bet he's the good guy. Let me give him access. He knows what he's doing more than I do. He's got this. And William starts messing around with the scanners. In the meantime, Odd and Yumi are finally able to get back to the skid. Yumi gets devirtualized, and unfortunately, since William was messing with the scanners, she ends up stuck in a scanner, and she now has to. It stops halfway through opening, so now she has to pry the thing open with her bare hand. Yeah, I'm scared of her too. I'm scared of her too. I'm genuinely terrified, but she's making her way. She is using her gargantuan strength to pry open the scanner doors from the inside. And it's an effort. Meanwhile, the others are making their way back to Lyoko on the skid. They run into some sharks, and Tamia finally wises up and realizes, what? I think that you're the bad William. So I'm gonna fight you. Meanwhile, the William clone, the absolute Chad, the king, the MVP of the episode, jumps up from the ladder, getting ready to go round 2 with the real William. But William clone just enters a couple keywords onto the scanner, onto the terminal, and bam, he's gone. Just an insignificant bit of digital dust, as he calls him in the episode. He's gone. He's vaporized, just out of the picture. No longer exists. The William clone basically died in that moment, or at the very least, just got. He's dead. He's no longer in the picture. And Tamia basically knows she was not built for this, and ends up just not doing anything. Jeremy downstairs realizes, yeah, this probably means the William clone failed. Millie, it's up to you now. You got this. I believe in you. Honorary Lyoko warrior. You can do it. So Millie tentatively goes up to fight the real William. And yeah, no, she does not do a good job at that either. The Lyoko warriors finally now make it back to Lyoko. Meanwhile, Yumi, using her gargantuan, terrifying strength, is able to pry open the scanner door and makes her way out of the scanner. The Lyoko warriors on Lyoko are just like, yeah, no, we need to go now. So they devirtualize each other immediately. And Odd makes a joke of, wait, do we devirtualize each other on 3, or do we virtualize each other? And they're like, Odd. You know? And they make their way back to Lyoko. Odd scanner, when opening, it does open all the way. It's a little bit funky and kind of stalls when it's opening. So we asked Yui, yo, what did you do to my scanner? You know? And in this moment, William's like, real William is like, yep, I did everything I needed to do. He set the supercomputer on meltdown. It's probably going to explode. It's not looking good for anyone. And he just leaves, and as he does, the Lyoko warriors are now going up to the elevator in their battle poses, ready to fight William, only for him to be like, yeah, no, I'm activating the self-virtualization. I'm getting out of here. See ya. And he goes back to Lyoko. Back to Xana. Really makes you wonder, which sector did he virtualize himself into? Just over the digital sea? Just to dive in? You don't really know.
Probably over the digital sea.
Yeah, probably. Probably. But Aelita sees that, oh crap, he set the supercomputer to meltdown, but she quickly activates code on the computer and is able to stop it right on time. And it looks like all's well that ends well. Everything is over. So because of that, Millie and Tamia are now in the factory and everything's over, so they still want to know what's going on. And you know what? The Lyoko warriors are just like, yeah, what? Let's give them an interview. I think they deserve to know. I think they deserve to know everything that's been going on. So the Lyoko warriors have a fun little interview with Millie and Tamia about everything. They tell them everything about Xana, Lyoko, the supercomputer. They probably told her about They probably told him about Franz Hopper, Aelita's dad, how Aelita isn't like actually a person, how Jeremy forgified her records, how just the whole 9 yards. They told them everything. And Millie and Tamia, they're just like, wow, this is the scoop of the century. This is great. And they all smile at each other because you know what's about to happen. And Jeremy's like, yep, this is great. And the reason you're not going to remember any of this is because return to the past now. And they return to the past back to the beginning of the episode where where they discuss everything that happened, and it's just like, Jeremy explains that, well, I did upgrade the William clone to make him less stupid, and the codes that I used in order to try and improve his programming is some of it to make Santa. It's that great. Everyone's like, what? No. That's not good. Why would you do that? Do that. And he's like, and it becomes a discussion of, well, to be fair, the William clone did fight for you in the factory at the end of the day using that same programming. And it's like, yeah, but we could have, and I quote, odd, a Xanestein Jr. on our hands here. To which Aelita then says, or worse, a human being. And Jeremy says, that is absolutely impossible. The clone, at the end of the day, is just a program and will never be anything more than that. And since they've returned to the past, the William clone is now about to do the same stupid trick that it was going to do at the beginning of the episode with the glass. And they're watching him like, ah, crap, not again. Only for it to give them a little thumbs up. And that's the end of the episode. A lack of goodwill. And I'd love to say more, but I've decided I'll wait till the end because
That was the longest summary ever, and I wasn't even here for it. It just felt like it.
Yeah, he left and it goes back.
these episodes, I do add my own touches. I'm not gonna lie, but these episodes still do take a while to
don't blame you.
summarize.
Yeah, this one in particular because it's a
Yeah.
big one. It's kind of don't.
It
You don't
has
want to
a
miss.
lot.
Yeah, you can't miss too much.
Yeah.
There's a lot to miss if
No,
you
yeah.
skimmed it. So, all right, who was first? I already forgot.
J-Man, I believe.
Oh, I forgot
Say
to-
what?
Oh, you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Did I... Yeah, you didn't pen it. I was
Yeah,
like, wait.
yeah. I know. I just realized I didn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Yeah, J-Man's next.
All right, J-Man. Hope you were listening. Lack of goodwill.
I'm sorry, what?
Mike,
I
you
said
got
I
any
hope you're
Able Escape
listening.
there?
Okay. Well.
All right,
Okay,
Wizzy,
so
from the top.
episode starts.
So like, okay.
13 minutes later.
I know I read it, but it's like you said, J-Man is next. So if I really going first, or is someone going before me?
No, you're first. He just did
No,
the
you're
summary
going
of the
first.
episode. So yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't miss
Right.
anything.
Yeah. So no, this episode is actually better than I remember because I was actually watching it earlier. It's like no, practically everything about this episode, like all of it, like I liked. Like I was having fun the entire time, man. It's like on all the action scenes, really, really good. Loved all of it. And when it comes to the William clone this time, I actually this is one of the more interesting, like let's say, plot lines. I would say, like in regards to the William clone, like let's say being suspected by somebody from Caddick and such. I really like the way Million to me was not interpreted but implemented in this episode. To where like they kind of like tricked William into like saying something that he probably shouldn't have said, saying, "No, it's like you didn't send that message to me. You must have sent it to William." And it was like, "Oh, all right." So I was like, "No, I really did like that we got to see more of both of them in this episode." But also the key the 100% I would say defining moment in this episode was definitely the clone William versus Xanified William. Loved everything about it. Granted, all they did was like tackles, like spears over and over again, like but it was just such a great moment. It was really great fight, and it makes me wonder why couldn't they like utilize like the William clone a lot more to be doing stuff like this. It's like especially when it comes to like Xana sending like monsters, polymorphic specters. I really wish Jeremy like got the bright idea to use the William clone to fend off like a lot of those Xanified monsters while the others were at Lyoko and such. But it is what it is. It's like it was just really, really good. And then you got to see Xana's other like facility in I think the desert. I forgot if this was like in Africa or something like that, or some sort of like a desert territorial place, or the Grand Canyon. I don't even know, but I love like the scenery in that. All of it was just really, really cool. And oh my god, I got the funniest I would say line in this specific episode was when Million to Me was asking the clone version of William, "Hey, are you an idiot?" And the clone version of William was saying, "Well, that's a little bit hard to explain." I don't know. That just had me dying for a bit. But I also noticed that this episode, you kind of saw Jeremy being a little bit more brave than he usually is in this episode, because you really see Jeremy like stepping up to go and like incite a fight with one of Xana's enemies and such. But no, he got a stick or I don't know, like a crowbar or whatever like that. Yeah, he had a pipe, and he was ready to square up with the Xanafi version of William. And it's like, usually you don't see Jeremy doing stuff like that. And it's like, I do like that he's naturally becoming more brave or more like, let's say, self-dependent when it comes to that sort of thing. Even if he didn't do anything in the end, because of course, like, nobody's gonna stack up to like Xanafied versions of these characters. But it was still a really great like progression tool, I thought, for this episode. But the only thing I would say. The only thing I say that was kind of like, I wouldn't say a letdown, but it's kind of anticlimactic, is that you can see that when the Xanafied version of William left the supercomputer, he installed maybe some kind of virus or some sort of code that was possibly going to, like, I don't know, like detonate the supercomputer or something like that, some sort of like virus. Like, I forgot what it was specifically, but there wasn't really like any sort of. Go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead.
He turned off the coolant system. That's all he did. He just turned off.
I'm sorry, what?
He turned off the coolant loop. That is literally all he did.
I could have sworn, like, Aelita mentioned saying, hey, I could have sworn Aelita mentioned that the clone version of, the Xanafi version of William did something else, but she stopped the program just in case. Like,
yeah.
That was it?
Turned off the
one that turned off.
He turned off the cooling system. And that would then set the supercomputer to overheat and, basically explode. But Aelita was able to put it back and stop it in time. But, yeah.
I wish there was more of a dramatic, like, build-up to that. Maybe just a little bit. Because, like, you know, she just, like, fixed the problem, like, with the snap of a finger. Which is fine, I guess, because they already did enough in this episode. But, no, it was just really, really nice. Like, I liked everything about it. Odd, hilarious as he usually is. The bickering between him and Ulrich, again, all hilarious. It's like Yumi complaining, hey, boys will be boys, complaining this, that, and the third. Again, all of this was really, really cool. Like to me, like, this is one of those, like, fun, like, one of the more fun and, just really, like, let's say, like, symbolic episodes of what makes Code Lyoko a really good show. So, I would honestly say that, yeah, I would say it's S tier. I don't really got that many complaints about it besides what I just said before, which not even, man. It was just, I just wish there was a little bit more to it, but no, it's an S tier. I like it. It gets a thumbs up. Yumi using odds overboard with their telekinesis. It's like, it's little things like that I love that this show does, man. And then Odd getting pissed off over it, like, it was just cool, man.
Odd gets pissed because Yumi uses the overboard.
Yeah,
no, she uses the telekinesis to, like,
to
take the overboard and smack a tarantula with it.
Oh.
I just thought that was funny because, like, I got a little bit pissed over that, but I don't know, man. It's little things like that I love the show for. Yeah.
All right, who's next?
It's me. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. I like this episode a lot. I think I've talked with Waze about this episode over the years. I think that has improved my opinion on it considerably.
Sure.
No, this episode explores a lot of things it doesn't normally explore, especially with Williams. It's probably the Williams clone episode of all Williams clone episodes. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of talk about how do we deal with the clone and how do we make sure it blends in so people don't ask what's up with, like, where's William or why he's acting so weird. But this is like exploring William's clone as a character, which he's normally just like a joke, just like, you know, he takes things literally and everyone laughs, he thinks he's being funny, and you know, all the antics. Like last episode, it's so funny how Yumi has to pretend to be dating William to throw off Sissy and stop her from being sus. But this episode, he's kind of competent. He he imitates that dumb stunt. I appreciate the joke, by the way, where he's in detention writing and then he moves the last paper and he's just like, I'm out of paper. Jim's like, okay, yeah, you've done enough. I like the implication that he wasn't actually supposed to use all the paper, but he just did because that's just how he is. And also we get more Millie and Tamia. We haven't we haven't gotten a ton of them in season 4. Yeah, there's the opening bit because the end of season 3 final round, they get mad at Jeremy and then Sissy takes over. That's a whole thing. Takes over their newspaper, but that was in the early part of the season, and they've just kind of been background since, and now they get a focus episode again, and it's to interview William. And like it was said before, their interview with William was fantastic. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Also, I think it's the only time we see William's room in the whole show. I can't think of another time, but
The last episode, Dog Day Afternoon, you see his room.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll send a screenshot just a sec.
Oh, because he's dating
Sissy
Mimi.
barges in.
Yep.
That makes sense. Okay, I get it. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
And we also see Jeremy. I know J-Man already touched on this, but I also really appreciate Jeremy coming down the elevator holding the pipe, ready to rumble. Jeremy has been proven to be very brave throughout all of this. Yes, he's not great at combat, but on the rare occasions where like he needs to get physical, he's willing to at least try. We got Maiden Voyage, where he scaled the rooftops of the school. Have we talked about guided missile at this point, right?
No, guided missile, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I can't talk about that example then.
Yeah,
but,
what's it? You know, I will briefly say season 4, despite being Odd's worst season, it's probably Jeremy's best, and I think that's really funny.
Gets to be brave, but also so obsessed with the supercomputer, it's like becoming detrimental to his health and social life.
Great.
But you don't see it very often. I really appreciate Jeremy attempting to go toe to toe with Xana William. It does not end well for him. The screenshot, the thumbnail for this episode for the tier stream is like right when Millie and Tamia show up with Clone William, and they just stop to look. It's a great shot, especially in context. But what else do I like about this? No, Clone William just being a bro and supporting the team. Millie and Tamia in the factory. I don't think we see that like ever in any other episode. So I appreciate it here. I had forgotten this was a replica episode. Like they go to a replica and then they abort the mission because Xana Williams like running around doing things. I appreciate Xana doing the bit of being like, I'm the good William.
He's got some memorable lines. I just love the personality of like how
Xana William can lie because he's smart. Lying is a sign of intelligence. It actually you have to be quite intelligent to lie.
I mean, Xana William is literally just William possessed by Xana, so I don't.
Debatable.
What if Xana's mind
You
just
think
like
Xana
Xana
just
sees
sent a
himself as the
polymorph
good guy?
back to the real world?
I mean, he could have.
But then why did he?
I mean, he came from the
re-virtualize
scanner.
it?
This is that's true.
And went back in, yeah.
Never mind.
That or
Fine.
Xana's just really committed to the bit.
He could
Also, which honestly,
I mean,
isn't
to be
character.
fair, yeah.
I love the interview. I don't want to talk too much about it. It's fantastic though. And I do want to comment at the end where the implication of, dude, you have baby Xana on your hands. Let's maybe not do that. Or worse, human. And then Jeremy's like, oh no, that clone will never be nothing but a program. Except I'm just sitting here like, dude, didn't you spend like 2 seasons thinking Alita was a program. You were so committed to bringing her to life despite not being human. Okay, sure, bud. Sure.
Priorities.
It's in character. I will grant him that. Jeremy being a hypocrite is actually very in character for him, but I had to point it out. He is being a hypocrite. But anyway, and then we don't get to see more of Clone William being useful or showing signs of intelligence, which I think is a very interesting avenue to explore, but I also get end goal is for him to disappear, and if he's a person, then like that has ethical problems. So I guess the writers just didn't want to deal with that. But yeah, S tier. S tier.
Damn, I thought you were gonna give it an F.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
The F is coming. Don't worry.
The F is coming.
Damn, tread
Wow,
carefully.
damn.
I didn't say it was me. Jeez.
Okay,
Oh, you mean
just
from
making sure.
Momo?
Sure.
What about her?
I'm sure she'd probably give it a S times 1 million. Colton, unmute. It's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. I actually had to go quick here because I got other stuff I need to do, and and my phone needs to be charged. So I'm gonna try and go as fast as possible here for this one. Lack of Goodwill. A very good episode. First of all, Millie and Tamia being involved is a plus. You know, because anytime any other characters get involved besides the Lyoko Warriors and William is, you know that something's going to go down, I think. They go to the different replica, which I know that this one is based off the desert sector. They're not in the forest this time around, or the jungle in the Brazil, wherever the hell it was.
They're not in Kansas
I don't know where
anymore,
this.
Toto.
I'm trying to figure out where this replica is located. I know it's the desert sector, but I want to know what it's based off of because it looks.
You mean the real world or the
Yeah, the real world.
Pacific section? Oh, it's just nondescript American military base in the desert.
Mexico.
Oh, yeah. This is the Half-Life episode where they go to Black Mesa. Okay, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Which makes that crowbar joke a lot more fun. Yeah, there is. Let me pull a picture for it real quick.
Oh yeah, that is definitely Momo's rank.
Bless you.
twice.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Boom, Black Mesa. There you go. I mean, for real, like, I wish I was kidding about this joke, but it might as well be. But anyways, Clone William fighting real Xana William. That's pretty interesting. I mean, this is the first time in a while that you've seen like two of the same person go one-on-one with each other. I think. I don't remember the last time. Obviously, the Yumi one from episodes from season 1 sticks out.
Tip-top shape between Odd, germified Odd, and Possess Yolanda.
I think it means two of the same person against the other.
Yeah, two of the same person.
Oh, fair. My bad.
Was that shouldn't it have been Jeremy last time?
Yes. And that
I don't remember what episode it was, but
wouldn't that have been not opening act? That was late season 3, wasn't it? Or early season 4?
Of what? Like a clone versus clone?
Jeremy versus Jeremy, where he...
Oh, that was Double Take, wasn't it not? Double Take.
Yes, Double Take, yeah.
I think there's
No, Double Take.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's
yes.
what I meant. That's what I meant. Double take. I mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's okay.
Double
Yeah.
take is the correct one.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I was saying. Yeah.
But yeah, this episode's all honestly, like looking at the episode now, it's all over the place. They're in the digital sea, they're at the replica, they're in the desert sector, obviously. In the real world, just all this episode's all over the place, and I really I can't go really into detail because of it, because it would probably take me too long. I'm not necessarily sure what happens in this episode. I think that it's just Dana just doing Dana things, but I think I don't know. Like I'm kind of at a loss for words, to be honest with you. Basically, a whole bunch of shit happens, and I think it's important. And there's a lot more shit that happens than other episodes. So overall, S minus.
S minus.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know why that was funny.
Well, I'm afraid we're gonna have to.
I guess we'll have to agree.
Gonna what?
No, it's just things I cannot say on YouTube.
Damn. All right, my turn.
I'm bailout, by the way.
All right, bye.
Wait,
Thanks
did
for
he-
joining. Oh
polishing
no,
my-
he's good. He's good. You're good.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Wazy, should I
Yeah,
start
okay.
polishing my French Revolution era rich person dealing with device?
Who in the what now?
Have it ready. Have it ready.
Yes,
but not
sir.
yet. But go on.
Man, where do I even fucking begin? A lack of goodwill. Unfortunately, I wish it was a lack of hornets, but that's not happening. Man, this has everything you want in a Kolyoko episode, though. Like, this is peak Kolyoko right here. I mean, literally everything. I mean, your awesome Earth fight scenes, probably one of the best ones. The Lyoko scenes, you have another. They're at another replica, at another base. Like, I kind of forgot that was even a thing in this particular episode. Like, I thought the William versus William thing was like, it's like, I thought that was like, I mean, it still kind of is the biggest highlight, but like, I was like, damn, really? This is also a lab episode? Holy shit. Oh man, it's like cold sweat levels of just awesomeness. I don't have a lot to say because we already said enough, but like just the main highlights again. William versus William. I love the Tamiya and Millie. That sounds weird. Millie and Tamiya. The Millie and Tamiya scenes are really great. I agree with Colton. I like when we get the secondary-ish characters having some little development, some screen time, like with Replica's moments with Nicholas and Herb. What else? I do think I like the split between Aelita and Orc in the base, and then Odd and Yumi and Lyoko. I like the character development from them two. Obviously, I think the iconic line of this whole episode is, "Are you the good guy or the bad guy?" The good guy. Like that's that's the only the one line I think of instantly when I think of this episode. I'm not spitting facts like Wazy's going to be here later, but this. Sorry. So I'm gonna. I guess that's pretty much the little just quick highlights. My really things I really like about this. I guess just the overall recap is like it has everything. Oh my god, that's a sinister. I gotta take a snapshot of that. It's just pretty much just everything you want in a Kolyoko episode. It has literally everything. It's so action packed, so much fun. It's got its humor. This definition of Lyoko right here. I just unfortunately there's hornets, like I said. So I have to give this an A. Also, oh wait a minute.
I cannot.
Hold on,
believe
wait,
you're giving it an A
wait.
because of the Hornets.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Holy
Hold
crap.
on, wait, hold up. But I forgot that Yumi then slices their wings off, and I'm like, oh yes, Yumi win happens right here, everybody. And then
trying to find a way to give an S rank episode an S without like
can you let me talk?
internally exploding.
My goodness, let me talk. So yeah, Yumi just slings her fans, cuts their wings off. I just love seeing them flop on the ground. They slide on the ground. They can't do shit. Rare Yumi win here, but remember that it's the teamwork from Odd and Yumi. So Odd takes a shot at one of them, and then Yumi again goes up with another fan hitting the last one. Oh yeah, look at the screenshot. It's beautiful. I just love it. So thankfully, Yumi actually saved this episode. It is an S. By the way, I was obviously joking. It was going to be an S no matter what. But I thought that was funny.
Okay, so you do get to live. Go on.
I mean, I gave it an S either way, so. I had y'all a little bit, at least Dylan, it sounded like.
Cobra, stand down.
Because by like I was so like nonchalant about. I was just so nonchalant about my A. Like I made sure I didn't sound like I was joking. But wait, did you think I was gonna give it an S?
I was a little worried there for a minute, but thankfully you survived, and that's the most important thing.
And then and before that, I'm actually legit curious. What did you also think I was gonna give it an S, like before even the stream? Like, 'cause I know we've talked about it, but I
wasn't sure. I thought it would at least be an A.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I actually, because I don't, like, I know we and you specifically have talked about this episode a lot, and I don't recall me, like I've said I like this episode a lot, but I don't think I've ever mentioned, like, it's, I don't think I've said it's S tier, because it is. And, like, I really legitimately think this is, like, top 5 episodes. I don't know where. I know you put it on the top, but it's one of the best ones. I think we only got 2 more people here. No, 3 more. So, Kat, you're next.
All right, I'm next. I don't have a lot to say that hasn't been said here, but I did like the battle between the 2 Williams. I did like the introduction of the desert replica. Oh yeah, and the moments where William Clem was acting stupid, and and I liked the part where William Clem was pretty strong protecting Jeremy from the possessed William. One thing I didn't like was the bragging that Odd did so much. Like, even after bragging rights, you'd think that he would stop doing all the bragging, but he kept bragging and bragging. That really got me. Apart from that,
can you
it was
line
a
up
pretty
the
solid
shot?
episode. What?
Go on.
Apart from all that, it was a pretty solid episode. I'd probably I'll give it an S.
Stand down.
I actually thought you were going to say A for a second. I was a little hesitant there.
I thought Momo was going to have more to say.
That's Kat. What?
What? What?
That's Cat talking.
Exactly. Momo
No, that
hasn't
was
said
me
a
talking.
single
Oh,
word.
okay. You threw the
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everyone said mostly what I wanted to say anyway, so...
Yeah. I think it's crazy. Like, I don't think Momo actually read the notifications, and she just probably doesn't know what exactly we're doing. I mean, I know it's in the ping. Maybe I don't know if she saw the ping, but... Because I feel like she would have to come in here just to say something. But yeah.
Yeah, like
actually,
William is...
Only about William.
Sorry.
She betrayed Ulrich for William, and she's not even here to glaze William in an episode where you kind of get to glaze William, like,
Yeah.
legitimately.
Actually, she
Like-
did say to me that this is not her favorite episode. Out of all the William episodes, I forgot which one it was.
I mean, that makes sense.
I forget which one it was
Samara
though.
Moonside?
No, it was a season 4
Probably
episode for
final
sure.
Round. Oh, it's
you
season
sure it's
4?
a season
Oh.
4?
Or maybe it was final round. It's in a recorded video, but I just can't think of it for the life of me because I was shocked.
I mean,
and I was saying, really, not
If not,
William
the
versus
secret.
William?
I find it hard to believe that it'd be a season 4 on account of,
Oh.
William being evil.
I think I know. I think I
entire
know.
season.
I think it was Cold Sweat. I think that was the one she liked the most because of the
That-
2D William.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what it was. I have to. Well, I guess I'll confirm that later when I get to that video. But Dylan, your last one. Well, before Wazy.
All right. So, this episode, honestly, is really trash. Like, I'm not going to sit here and defend it. We get all this nonsense, all this hoopla, and instead of focusing on the extremely good journalism that Millie and Tamia are carrying out, we get all this weird, dumb, stupid Lyoko shit. Like, come on. Why aren't we focusing on the hard-cutting investigative journalists getting the super scoop? Like, no, I can't in good conscience give this anything less than an S triple plus. Like, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's absurd.
Good one.
Damn it, Cam, you had to ruin the silence.
I didn't
You're
really.
like, fuck, I killed everyone.
Not yet, Ferb. I was waiting. I was surprised. I was waiting for a certain. I was waiting for any kind of GIF, really.
I'm not gonna steal Wazy's thunder, but I do kind of appreciate, like, Millie and Tamia are obnoxious little school journalists, but like this episode, they're actually kind of like really professional chasing us.
Yeah. They've grown a
Like-
lot throughout the seasons.
Like, you gotta give it to him. No wonder, what's his face? Hiroki. No wonder Hiroki's in love with Millie. I mean, with Tamia.
No, Millie's
It's
right.
Millie.
Yeah,
It's
Millie's
Millie.
right.
No, no wonder he wants to give her a super scoop.
All
Okay,
right.
Wazy, go on. Go on, Wazy. I've held you back long enough.
Spit them
I actually
facts.
have-
What,
Question
what'd
to
you
make.
rank this S?
Yeah,
That's
he's
triple plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
What Wazy?
I have a confession to make.
Yep. Do it.
I've
This episode's
actually
terrible.
been gaslighting you all for years.
Oh yeah.
And you fell for it.
Yo, yeah,
Another
sure.
one of my classic pranks. This episode. Honestly,
Trash
we
it. Trash
also
it.
finally need to learn that the best episode of Code Lyoko is actually Catting Bombshell. I mean, what does this episode do? Oh, you have William prancing around the scanners and everything. Oh, it's so okay.
I was so close to disconnecting you though. I'm literally hovering over the button right now.
Wazy being aggressively in character for 50 seconds. I feel like
No, for real. A lack of goodwill. A lack of goodwill. As everyone and I have stated over the course of this and many streams, this is my all-time favorite episode of Code Lyoko. Because there's just so much to unpack in this episode. I mean, for one, you have... Let's start with the easy stuff. For one, you have the exploration of... Actually, no. Odd and Yumi on Lyoko, pretty all right. They're having their fun. They're... they have the cool moment of yes, slicing the wings off of the Hornets. That was very cool. Yumi gets the moment with the overboard. That was fun. All of that is some really good stuff. Some really fun stuff. But then, of course, we have the exploration of a new replica. It's so exciting for one, the replica concept is something that is still very new to a viewer, and we get our second one. Lyoko warriors are continuing to dive into uncharted territory. They're making new ground. They're chasing Xana across the network. They're doing the things, and we get another mystery to solve in this episode with, like, what is Xana doing with these mysterious motherboards? What are his intentions? A little more of his plan is beginning to unravel here. It's very exciting. It's very scary. It's a lot of things, and it leaves room for this continued arc to be further explored in the rest of this little of our time in the desert replica. But now, with those two things out of the way, we get to move into what is some of the best parts of this episode. For one, I think that, and I have told a lot of you this over the years, but I genuinely think that this episode has the funniest B-plot of any single Code Lyoko episode, because it's just so ridiculous. The William clone, just the culmination of the William clone just being as stupid as it is, leading into Millie and Mia being like, hey, what's going on here? And him just being like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take you to the factory to show you what's up. It's just so stupid. It's so funny, though. And that humor could have easily just led into more dumb jokes. Granted, it does lead into jokes. Of course, because we do have everything that happens with William. Well, William being materialized onto the real world in this episode is something that is such a surprise, such a twist. Xana is just dropping in, and Xana's just spawning in, trying to make as much of a mess as possible. And when we've already been getting used to these whole replica missions, for him to not attack using William on the replicas, but rather just spawn him into the factory when all of the Lyoko warriors are busy. This honestly is a foolproof plan on Xana's end. And had it not been intervened by the William clone, it honestly would have worked. He would have had them. What is Jeremy going to do against Xanified William? Absolutely nothing. I mean, the man got thrown into the wall. It only sprained his ankle. Xana William honestly could have killed him if he so desired. You know? And the Lyoko warriors are far too far away with them actively being on the replica. At worst, they would have just gotten devirtualized with no scanners to return to. At best, maybe one of them gets to come back to the lab and fight Xanified William. And yeah, they've tussled with Spectres before, but just one, maybe two of them against Xana William, this plan would have worked. Genuinely. I am of the honest opinion that this is one of Xana's smartest plans in the entire series, because there are just so many things working in its favor. And you can argue that it can be a contrivance for the William clone to happen to waltz in when he did, but it's a matter of cause and effect. William's clone has constantly been a nuisance. Millie and Mia ask him, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, no, let's go to the factory. It kind of works out. It's the same thing with an episode like Final Round, and where a lot of the writing for how these things sort of happen are really just a matter of conveniences that work within the narrative itself. It's not a matter of, well, this just kind of happened. No, everything has a cause and effect, and it's smooth, buttery writing. And that is to be understood, because This episode, there aren't many episodes like this, but this episode actually has 3 writers and 2 storyboard artists. It's a very clean episode. Sorry, no, it's, yes, 3 episodes and 2 storyboard artists. It's a very clean episode because it had a lot of hands in. It's a case of, I feel it had a lot of hands in the pot in order to just make sure that it was as clean as it could possibly be. B. And as Flower said in the chat, As Flower said in the chat, yes, it's one of those episodes where the B plot ties in very well with the A plot. William's clone is being questioned and goes to the factory to give Million to me a proof. And Williams, well, the real William also happens to be there trying to do things during yet another one of the Lyoko Warriors missions. It's just one of those things that worked out really, really well for the narrative. Of course, though, of course, everybody has talked about it, and it's true. This episode has the phenomenal fight between William and William. It's just one of the best moments in the show to see these two square off, to see the Xanafied William plotline then lead into the Xanafied William plotline and the Clone William plotline actually converge on one another and lead to a confrontation. It's something that going into the episode and thinking about season 4 itself, oh, it's just a dumb William clone. You would never really consider these two actually having a moment where they're fighting, but they do, and it's excellent. Excellent, because William's clone, in the end, does fight for Jeremy, and has this moment of just, honestly, William's clone is just really cool in this scene. He's just a bro. He's just a fun guy. He's going in. He's giving Jeremy the cheeky thumbs up when he's like, "Yeah, I'm going after him." He's like, he's just such a good boy. I'm using good boy again, and we're not talking about the dog episode.
Wait, we're not talking about the dog episode?
We're not talking about the dog episode.
I want to talk about the dog episode.
Is the dog episode the one you meant to give an S?
That's funny.
Was I supposed to give it an
It's
S?
No. God, it's a very fun exchange, and it's a very fun side of the William clone that is just really nice to see. I'm going to get into a lot of that at the end, but right now I'm just singing this episode's praises. But what's it? True. It's just a very fun side of William's clone, and it's one of those things where I can understand why a lot of the fandom really likes the William clone and really wanted more out of him, because it's just like, yeah, no, in this episode he really is the MVP. He's fighting for the Warriors. He's a cool dude. He's honestly, in a weird way, it feels like he's a member of the team. Maybe in a weird way, this is what William would have been. Well, aside from like the superpowers, maybe in a weird way, this is what William would have been like on the gang. You know, being willing to like scrap with Xana Spectres for Jeremy in this way, being a little cheeky, having a little fun, you know. Fun and shoot, yeah. Gosh, and of course we have the moment at. Of course, we have the moment where, yeah, William gets to say the good guy to Mia. I believe you, William. I'm so glad that you're here to help me. I was really scared. Scared, but it's both a very interesting episode, and it has a lot of action, it has a lot of fun, and it just does a lot of great things for the characters, and some of the concepts that have been delivered in season 4. It is the culmination of the clone arc. is the culmination of William's possession. Well, not the culmination, but it's just, it blends a lot of things together in such a genuinely excellent way that it's just hard not to ignore. And of course, we have the interview at the end, which is just, it's so funny. You know, it's not, it's, for one, it's nice for the Lyoko Warriors to get a little bit of the limelight, to be like, yeah, we've been superheroes this whole time. Like, isn't that so cool? You know, it's kind of nice to just see them have this little moment. It's cute, it's sweet, even if, well, you know what's about to happen, but at the very least, they get to talk about it to someone. They get to chill. They get to have fun. They get to reap the rewards of heroism, of their heroism, and their heroism in danger. And it's so good, it's so nice. And of course, the ending bit with, and the reason you're not going to remember any of this. I always like to think about like a joke I've had to myself for years is the idea of Millie and Tamiya trying to escape. Like, run, Tamiya, I have the camera! You know? Of course they're not going to.
It would be cool to have, like, if that happened, like, they would show some, like, a view from the actual camera getting, like, William coming at her. And it's just like,
yeah. But no, oh my gosh. Shoot. It's just such a funny scene. Sad in a kind of way, but really fucking funny. But and of course, we have the ending, which just really encapsulates a lot of the themes of this episode, and I feel like Code Lyoko as a whole. And it's a discussion that is brought forth by the beginning of the episode, and the idea of, well, for one, what does it truly mean to be a human being in the world of Code Lyoko? Because, at least for Aelita, well, it's true that she ended up being human in the first place. For a very long time, they thought that she was nothing but an artificial intelligence program. But of course, back then, that didn't matter to them. She was just as human as the rest of them. She was their friend. She was their companion. She was, at least for Jeremy, she was everything. And yeah, it's true, she ended up being human in the end. But it's a very interesting question of, well, what if she wasn't? What if she was just an AI, just like William? I think it's a really interesting and great character point in this episode for Aelita to have the sympathy for the clone in this way, because it's just like, yeah, she has been there. And we haven't really discussed Aelita's humanity in the show really since season 2, so this is very refreshing to see. It brings up one of the best elements of season 2 in the question of who is Aelita in regards to all of this, but now reflecting that onto the clone and who is he? Like, he's nothing but data. We see the real William just press a button and he was gone in an instant. That is not a human being. That is nothing but, as William says, an insignificant pile of digital dust. It's nothing. It's not a person. It's just a copy of somebody it's just a copy of William. It's not real. It's not this thing. It's just this silly little thing. But at the same time, in this moment, the clone acts more human than it ever has, because it's not just this dumb, silly little thing. It still is a little dumb. People can be a little dumb, but not in the way that the clone is in this particular episode. Because, I mean, it's it replicates one of Odd's silly little stunts. It's playing pranks because it thinks, well, at least at first, it's curious. But later on, we see things like, well, the clone being able to fight for Jeremy is something that, at least to me, showed that the clone has never been something to act as a combatant. It is just there to pretend to be William. But it made the decision to say, no, get your hands off of Jeremy. At least to me, I feel like the William clone cared about Jeremy in this moment, which leans into those same themes of being human. What does that mean? What is that within the world of Code Lyoko? And it fights for him, but it not only fights for him, it smiles at him, it gives him cheeky little thumbs up, it laughs, it's acting not quite like William, but more like itself, whatever that may mean. Yeah, I'm getting philosophical about Code Lyoko. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, because The Lack of Goodwill is just an excellent episode. It's acting more like itself. It wants to help. At the very least, you can argue that with Millie and Tamiya, its directive was to just try and answer their questions. It wants to get help. It wants to help them. But it wants to help them get the answers that they're asking for. But at the same time, to get that proof, did it really need to help Jeremy? I mean, it fulfilled its function. That it fulfilled the directive that it was trying to fulfill. It didn't need to fight for Jeremy, but immediately, it's not told to. It immediately tells him, "Get your hands off of Jeremy." He made that decision, not just. You can argue to some degree maybe the clone has defensive protocols to at least protect the Lyoko warriors. But at the same time, that is something that has never really been exhibited by the clone before this episode. So I really like to argue into the idea that this is a decision the clone made that it didn't have to make. It
Also,
made its own choice.
That if the clone has some data based off of Xana, like
I was going to get into that.
Be
Yes,
the early Xana.
I was going to get into
designed to help humans, sort of decision.
Yes, exactly. I was going to get into that because we now learn that a lot of these qualities that made the program of William appear to be more human, we learn at the end of the episode, is that it's the codes used to create Xana, which is genuinely so fascinating and interesting and gives a lot. It recharacterizes Xana it recharacterizes the clone in a lot of different ways. It recharacterizes Xana in a lot of different ways because that makes the implications that he has these qualities, and to a certain degree, yes, Xana does have those qualities. He is a smug asshole, you know. He very much has a sense of humor, and he very much has a sense of humor, but he also has the capability of learning. He has the capability of making changes when things don't work, and this clone is just working off of all of that. Working off of all of those ideas. In some ways, you could argue Odd isn't entirely wrong in the sense that it genuinely is possible that clone could grow into, Xana Jr. We could have been looking at Xana 2.0 right then and there. We don't have to go to evolution. Evolution, there it is. But what's it? But no.
Xana, we really needed. Not
perhaps
the Xana we deserve, not the
perhaps.
one we needed.
Perhaps. But no. Oh my gosh, and it's it gives a lot of recontextualization and also hammers in a lot of those character traits that we see of Xana that I think is so fascinating, because it also raises the question of, well, if the William clone would be a human being, well, because if the William clone could potentially be, at least, because obviously it's not, at the very least, the episode is not presenting the idea that a human being is skin and bone and bloods, but it's a person, it's a personality, it's the ability to learn and laugh and care for people, and that sort of idea. Yeah, and it's clear that Xana has some of those qualities, and Jeremy is clearly terrified of that idea, leaning into the William clone. So it raises that ending question of, yes, it could be another Xana on its hands, but on their hands, but Aelita says it best. Or it could be worse, a human being. And it lets you sit and think about that as you end on the William clone, getting ready to do that stunt again, only to just give them a little thumbs up, like when he was fighting for them, when he was using those Xana codes. It's very, he at the very least seems to like and is very interested. He at the very least seems to like the Lyoko warriors and is just letting them know it's all good, it's all okay. And I just think that's really interesting. That's really fascinating. I think it's one of those rare occasions where Code Lyoko as a show wants to dive into deeper subject matter in this case that we especially haven't seen much of in season 4, and haven't really asked a lot of these questions since season 2, at least with Aelita. And I think that's great. I can understand why a lot of people in this fandom have the interest that they do with the William clone with an episode like this, because honestly, it really is just phenomenal. And Flower says this best in the chat. I appreciate how Jeremy hesitates a bit before admitting that he uses the same algorithms that he used to make Xana. Because it's like, yeah, and a lack of goodwill is fantastic. I realize I've been going off and off and off, and because it really is my favorite episode of the show. And you know, one of these rare moments, yes, I fucking love Code Lyoko. It is the show that...
Too bad Jory's
Quit
not.
lying, Wazy. We know you hate it, and it's the worst show ever made.
Yeah, too bad Jory's not here to hear it.
Yeah, I know, right? He never let me hear the end of it. I fucking love Code Lyoko.
Stream.
Yeah, he probably
That's
will.
true. Sammy's gonna.
I don't think he will.
He's not gonna stay here for 3 hours.
He
won't
gets to
even say
the
this.
end. Yeah, he won't.
Gonna wake up tomorrow morning at Lyoko Gem. Oh god damn it. But no, I fucking love Code Lyoko. It's such a fascinating show that captivated my imagination as a kid and continues to captivate my imagination as an adult, as both a viewer and as creative. It's just something that I have so much care and love for, and episodes like A Lack of Goodwill really just emphasize a lot of the things that I just really, really love for the show. I feel like an S isn't enough to give this episode, but it's all that I can do. And yeah, I got philosophical, I got emotional, I've got all sorts of things. But yeah, no, I genuinely fucking love this episode. And it's great. I think it's the best episode of the series. It is my favorite episode in the series. It's just great. I really, really like it a lot. And yeah. S. I think that's all I really have to say. It's so good.
I'd be shocked if you were like F, actually.
I honestly would be shocked with it.
Made me thinking I hate that.
Yeah. I would be shocked if he said A.
Oh my god. Yes, what's it? Yeah, no, I love Code Lyoko. It is one of I love Code Lyoko. This episode really exemplifies everything that I love about this show. However, Code Lyoko cannot possibly be good, so I
Yeah.
cannot, in good
However,
faith, give it an S.
yeah.
It's an
However,
A.
it reminded me.
Yeah.
It made me like
God.
an episode F.
Yeah, exactly. It's an F because it almost made me believe that Code Lyoko was a good show.
It would have been perfect if George joined right there.
See, I wasn't even gonna do all that. Y'all pushed me into it this time. I genuinely would be happy. I would give so much love and adoration. I sang a soliloquy for this episode, and it's just. Oh God,
man.
no.
Well, there's one thing left to do though.
What's that?
We gotta figure out where to put it in S. So, I look. I have it at D currently. I didn't know if anyone was watching. I was testing y'all. So I'm gonna put it up here.
Cam, my agents are approaching your location. Be very careful.
Yeah, I see someone just pulled up. Well, anyways, I was actually gonna put it in S as you were talking, but then I thought it would be funny. But
I was honestly pacing around the room with my phone. And
you
just
were? Oh yeah.
How much I love the lack of goodwill.
That's sweet. All right, so our S episodes. We have Double Take as the very first one. Rec Room, Hot Shower, I'd Rather Not Talk About It, and Lost at Sea. So
I think this tops all of them, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Does anyone else not agree?
Not agree about what?
Having we're put lack of goodwill being on top of all the other S's that we have.
What were some of the other ones that was on this again?
On the stream, it's Double Take, Rec Room, Hot Shower, I'd Rather Not Talk About It, and Lost at Sea. Three of us think it should be on the very top.
Only one that I was gonna say Lost at Sea
second from the
might
top.
have like a close up, but like nah, it's one of those things to where it's like it should have been a two-parter. But
Second from the top.
what was Double Take again? Like, remind me, like
The Jeremy clone.
Jeremy clone.
Yeah, it gets taken over by Xana, and they fight.
Oh, I actually love that one. Oh my god.
William versus William's better.
I just love how
Hey,
like it's like scary like the Jeremy clone is, you know, with almost killing Odd and such. Like,
Mhm.
I like intensity like that, but I guess you could say this will go. Yeah, this could go on the very top. It pretty much does have everything. I just think the plot of whatchamacall, Double Take was actually kind of cooler, but this one was still great.
Mm-hmm. Dylan says after Kat, what do you think? You're the last one. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. But I'm curious to hear what do you think? It's on the top of S, or do you think it's goes somewhere else?
Maybe go somewhere else.
Where in particular do you have in mind?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know where.
I don't know.
Didn't
if
you
I
say
would
S?
I would put Goodwill above like every episode of the season 4, but when you listed off all the current S ones, I'm just like, no, it's better than all of the ones currently in rigged S.
Yeah. Let me make sure that's
S
what I
one.
meant.
Just said
Yeah, because
S.
I was like, you just said, but yeah. I was like, where? So, Kat, Kat said this got S all around. So
Yeah, so somewhere in S.
I guess it's not your like most favorite S then.
Nah,
So we haven't got to it yet, or have we got to it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Cat sounds tired. You get enough sleep last night, Cat?
I woke up at like early in the morning. 'Cause I had to get up early for these.
She always, yeah. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite episode of Lyoko? One that you just.
Yeah, but it's in the other seasons. It won season 4.
Oh, it's in season 4.
That's fair.
Yeah, I started joining in the tier streams at season 4. So
really?
you know,
No,
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. You never got to hear the
no.
opinions of the
You've been around for
episodes.
the older. You've been around.
We've been on season 4 for a long time, Cam.
No, we have not. We've known Kat for like a couple years. There's no fucking way that she just joined in season 4.
She didn't join the earlier ones, Cam.
Yeah.
I didn't join the earlier ones.
Yes.
Okay, so what?
That is correct.
Okay, what episode is it then? Now I'm curious. What is your favorite episode?
What? Oh, my favorite episode. Well,
What was in it? Season one, maybe.
apart from Xana Attacks, I did like Killer Music. That one was really good. I also like Aelita as well. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of from the top of my head right now.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, season 1 for sure. Killer Music. I remember that one being one of my favorites too. Freaking.
I should note that one of my other favorite episodes in the franchise is fucking Routine, but not because it's dramatic, but because I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
So it's like
as long as you don't like it seriously,
of man. Yeah, the duality of man, me being like, it's Code Lyoko was so deep, it's so I'm crying here. But
there is multiple. There is multiple for me.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
Ghost
hard.
Channel, like the typical pick for me, like would be at the top tier. But I also love New Order. At least that's what I think the name of that episode was. When they first discovered like the Hermitage for the first time.
Best season opener.
I loved everything. Yeah, I loved everything about New Order. That was a great one.
Yes, it was.
And I guess Double Take would be up there too, because I just loved like how dangerous like Xana Jeremy was, and how like he literally electrified the absolute like hell out of Odd. Like when they were in the factory and stuff. Like I was like, hey yo,
that's the one where he
and he fell from like the high part of the factory all the way down. I was like, nah, he should have been dead there. He should have been dead.
Trooper.
But no, dude, it was really really cool.
Is that the one where he fixes his hair? The Jeremy clone fixes his hair.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, he's like,
so,
he like literally, he's about to electrocute him. He's like, wait, let me fix my hair. Okay, continues.
Yeah. And there's also the part where he actually, the Xanified version of Jeremy, like kicked Aelita out cold while he was supposed to be taking her to the infirmary, and then it just started running with Aelita to the factory. It was like that. I don't know, man. It's moments like that I just love about that show. But yeah, it's like 3 candidates for me when it comes to best episode. Oh, and the rat one. I forgot the rat one too. I think it was Plagued. Yeah, I love that one
Plagued.
too.
Yeah, Plagued was creepy but a good one. For me, it's like, I've had several, and I guess it's like I said, I had Killer Music, fucking Music to Soothe the Savage Beasts was a huge top one for me.
That's a really fun one.
Yeah, because I love music. I love it's the ending to the Subdigitals arc, because I love that whole little sub arc, and just the way it was all done, and the music in Lyoko. What was another? Obviously, Cousins Once Removed was another favorite of mine. Goodwill, of course, that we just talked about. Distant Memory, and obviously Ghost Channel. Can't leave that one out. That's like top 5 right there.
You know what? I'm including Xana's Kiss in that too. I'm including that one just for the hell of it.
Oh damn.
That was just funny, man.
Well,
What are you doing?
oh, that's interesting. Hold on.
Oh.
You came out.
Okay, we can proceed. Listen, these are really difficult decisions. I mean, I need to be honest about who I am, what I love.
Kind of remind me of like This Is Me from like Camp Rock.
Exactly. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm sorry.
Still blows my mind that
Oh
they're doing
my
a third one. I didn't even know about that until recently.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Wazy after
Genuinely, that's crazy.
Wazy after
You didn't know there was a third?
Wazy after
there's a third one
watching
coming out.
Lack of Goodwill after hating Lyoko forever.
Yeah.
I need to think about this. It's still for trash.
Yeah. So garbage. God. Also, thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate the for saying I need a cookie. Look at the chat, but yeah.
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 Need some milk
You say you need some milk?
with that cookie.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
You need some milk. Not that.
God.
Yeah, okay, I guess we can end our stream here, everybody. Nick, I'm sorry that you came late, but it was nice to see you anyways. In the chat.
Yeah.
Brandon, if you're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Next stream, probably 2 weeks from now. That's how the pattern goes. Actually, let's see here. Well, I know Distant Memory is next, but what's after that? Is it freaking... please don't tell me it's... what is it? The fucking... Jet one. I have a feeling it is. Like a Goodwill.
Guided
No,
Vessel?
yeah, but it's not, thankfully. Okay, next stream is gonna be a good fucking one. Hell yeah! I wanted it to be like a Goodwill and Distant Memory, but no, it's gonna be Distant Memory, and then Hard Luck. Those are 2 great episodes. We're definitely gonna be. That's gonna be the whole stream.
Hard Luck was the one where Odd was getting all those glitches in Lyoko, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hard Luck, the glitches.
He breaks a mirror he breaks Orange
Oh,
mirror,
okay.
and then he's just got bad luck the rest of the episode.
Yeah. I mainly like it because of just the labs, the replica lab scenes. So good. But Distant Memory is better. And start with the banger, end with a banger, and then after that it's. Oh God.
What is that?
Oh God! It's almost time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going from a fucking banger. We're going for a fucking banger stream in 2 weeks with Distant Memory and Hard Luck, and then we have to turn around and have to deal with 3 hours of talking about. Hopefully, it doesn't last the whole stream. Talking about Guided Missile and then fucking Caddick Bombshell. Complete night and day.
Wait, Cam. What makes you think we're gonna spend hours discussing?
And I said I hope not.
The S tier.
I'm gonna disconnect you.
Oh my God.
Earlier this stream, we had a whole debate about whether or not, how dumb is Odd really when he's bringing Kiwi into Lyoko. I have a similar argument for Caddick Bombshell. For Odd and Caddick Bombshell, y'all aren't ready.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna.
Well, okay. I think I know where you're going, but we've discussed this.
You know.
I think it was in a video, wasn't it?
You know. Yes.
Okay, go continue.
Oh.
If it's about Odd. Oh, I know. It was just mentioned in there. I don't think you actually talked about it, but we talked about Odd in season 4 in general. But
Yeah,
something about season 1. That's all I'll say.
An interesting take. Not many people in the fandom have in regards to Odd and Caddick Bombshell, but I don't know if we're ready for that conversation yet. We will will be in like a month or two.
Well,
but...
it will have to be.
God.
Damn it, Jory, you're disappointing me.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, come
Oh
on.
my god. Anyway, what's it? You guys know how I just had like how long did I went off for like 30 minutes about how much I love this show and how much I love I just love Code Lyoko. That moment that I just had will be the exact opposite of what Flower has for Caddick Bombshell.
I have
That,
a lot
but like,
to say about that episode.
So 2 questions. Almost said Laura. 2 questions, Flower. The first one: have you mentioned it with us before?
I don't remember. Maybe that's a maybe.
Okay.
We talk a lot about a lot of things.
Um,
Maybe
This is
not
true.
with like Kat and J-Man,
Yeah,
but
just-
maybe with the rest of you. Maybe.
And then the second question, crap, no. Oh yeah, did you want to go last or first on that one?
Ask me day of.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I didn't
Alright.
decide until today
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
So.
It helps when it is the day of, I feel like. All right, yeah, let me go ahead and end the stream here. So everybody, thank you for joining
Whoa.
and who participated.
Woohoo!
Till next time.
Till next time.
Until next time.
Oh,
Until next time.